Tonight's game is produced by the IH Sports Network. No part of the audio or video from tonight's game may be redistributed or retransmitted without the express written consent of the IH Sports Network and Liberty Press Incorporated. The IH Sports Network's first commitment is to the student athletes of our community, their families, and their coaches. Find us online at ihsports.net.
The Baby J's Pizza pregame show will begin in 4 minutes. Tonight's broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Stand by for the Baby J's Pizza pregame show in 2 minutes. We will begin in 60 seconds. We will begin in 30 seconds. We will begin in 15 seconds.
High school basketball is on the air. The Oneida Indians, the Scott Highlanders, with Tim Smith, Rick Keaton, and their entire broadcast teams.
Sponsored by United Cumberland Bank, Scenic Foods, Razax, El Rey, Mark's Family Pharmacy, South Fork Physical Therapy, Stand, T&T Car Wash, Baby J's Pizza, Mountain Peoples, Twin K Enterprises, Markham's Furniture, Danny's Drugs, and First National Bank.
Produced by the IH Sports Network, high school basketball begins now.
Good evening and welcome to Clark Range, Tennessee, as IH Sports begins our basketball broadcast season here on the road, taking on the Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes. This is Kevin Akers along with Mark Matthews, Bo Kidd, and the voice of the Indians, Tim Smith, will be coming up shortly. As we got the Lady Indians and the Lady Buffaloes coming up. First, we're going to go ahead and take a break here on the IH Sports Network and our Baby J's Pizza pregame report.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mixed result. We have certified facility operators and mix design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
And welcome back to the Baby J's Pizza pregame report here from Clark Range. Now with the Roarks Pharmacy scouting report. Roarks Pharmacy shaped by the unique community we serve. Mark Matthews.
Clark Range Lady Buffaloes, they're 2-2 on the season. Played Macon County 52-30 win. Cannon County 61-54. Smith County 64-29. Both first one a loss, second one a win against Smith County. Livingston 41-37 loss. Points on the season, they're averaging 51 points per game. Their opponents averaging 40 points per game. Last season against these Indians, 2 victories, 76-45 on November 22nd. And on February 10th, a little bit closer, 44-36. 2021 record, 19-9, overall 3-5 in the district. Lost in the first round of district play. 56-52. A little uncharacteristic to fall out in that their head coach is Lamar Rogers. He's the winningest coach in Tennessee history, 8 state championships. So a lot of tradition here in Clark Range for these Lady Buffaloes.
Thank you, Mark. That was the Roarks Pharmacy Scouting Report. Roarks Pharmacy, shaped by the unique community we serve. We'll take another break and be back to Clark Range right after this.
Located at 205 East 3rd Avenue in Oneida, Mark's Family Pharmacy is open 6 days a week with a drive-through window for your convenience. But we're more than just a pharmacy. Check us out for gift ideas like plush animals, Candleberry Company candles and fragrances, designer earrings, caps, toys, and more. There's something for everyone at Mark's Family Pharmacy. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday.
Keith Markham from Markham's Furniture and Appliances.
I'd like to invite you to come shop with us at Markham's Furniture and Appliance. Been in business since 1949, locally owned, family owned. We offer the largest selection of furniture and appliances in Scott County. We offer the same-day delivery. Financing is available with a finance company. If you don't see what you like, we're always glad to special order it. Appliances we can normally have within a week. Furniture normally would take about 4 to 5 weeks if we special order it. Thank you.
And welcome back to the Baby J's Pizza pregame report. Now it's time for the Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. Games we're going to be watching tonight. Helenwood Foods half-liter Pepsi products is 3 for $10 this week. And Bo, what games are we going to be keeping an eye on tonight?
Well, we've got an 0-3 Sullivan East team taking on 2-2 North Green. We've got Campbell County, who is 1-1 on the season, taking on Sunbright, who is 2-2. Contest. We've got Oliver Springs 2-0 taking on Greenback. You've got a 1-1 Wartburg team taking on Scott, who is 2-1 on the year, and then you've got Red Bowling Springs, who will be facing Monterey this evening as well. And then we'll look. Go
There's
down.
some tomorrow night. Everybody gets into the action tomorrow. We can't tell those scores though because it's tomorrow night.
Then you got Lookout Valley going up against Rockwood tonight, and then Jellicoe will be in action against Clay County.
All righty, and that is the Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard that we're going to be keeping up with throughout the evening. We'll go ahead and take another break and be back to Clark Range right after this.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools? We got it. Paint and cleaning supplies? We got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care? We got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made metal monsters. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would have made your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail slate.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic available. Poured on with quality you expect from Twin K products and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
And welcome back to Baby J's Pizza pregame report, brought to you here on the IH Sports Network.
Yeah, guys, if you've noticed, there's a few new faces as far as the commercials go. We're appreciative, a few new mentions. We have a lot of folks that are getting on board tonight, and you can see on the scoreboard up there, Twin K is our scoreboard sponsor, and they will be that for basketball season. We appreciate Twin K coming along and everybody that's new. You've mentioned already Helenwood Foods is now in the family, and the reason these folks are along is Stuart Jones. Stuart has done a great job of getting out there and inviting folks along to help bring you these basketball broadcasts. And, of course, they're going to keep doing that, but it hinges upon you showing them some appreciation for that. And because they're out here bringing you Oneida basketball from Clark Range on a Monday night.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a work night. This is a tough go, and here we are with a live stream from Clark Range. So it's because of all these folks, and you'll see them throughout the night. And we couldn't be here and do this without them. And being here and doing this, it's a special place. They got all the gold balls, several silver ones out in the trophy case for the girls here tonight. And we were talking on the way down. Sometimes it feels like all you have to do is look at that Clark Range jersey as an Oneida fan or player as far as the girls' game goes. And tradition tells you it's a no-go zone.
Absolutely. We've had a hard time overcoming. I think we were talking, and I can remember one. You said it had been two.
We beat them in the state tournament when we won the state.
Right. Well, that's the one.
We beat them down here once, and then the following year we beat them at home. We beat them twice in a row there at one time.
Yeah.
And that made them
2016.
mad. That made them real mad.
Yeah.
And that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
That's the history of Oneida beating Clark Range. Now, but this should be a competitive game tonight, should be.
I think so. I think we've got a real chance tonight. We've got a pretty good basketball team that we put together this year. Coach Marv West has done an excellent job. We've got a good bunch of girls out here, and I believe we've got a shot.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take one more break. When we return, we'll have the opening tip right after this on the Baby J's Pizza pregame report.
One of the things we do with our loans here, if you come to me with a loan request,
I'm going to start that process with you, make sure you know the information that I need on hand and be able to make a decision here and give them the information so that they can help make the decision on what they want to do with their loan, what they want to do with their financial future, and we help facilitate that. You know, we decide here what we do to help grow our community. My name is Mike Baird. I'm a loan officer with United Cumberland Bank here at the Oneida office.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
And there's our national anthem. Of course, that's colors presented by the Clark Range Junior ROTC, doing a great job doing that, presenting our colors here on the Lamar Rogers Court, one of the few courts you'll see around anywhere in the area, named after an active basketball coach.
Very deserved.
Very well deserved.
Very well
winning
deserved.
as coach in the state of Tennessee, girls or boys.
Yeah.
And if you've never been to Clark Range, we're going to stick with you right here on all this pomp and circumstance that's going to be coming up. Of course, they're going to introduce the visiting team, which, of course, is the Oneida Lady Indians first, and then you're going to get a treat with a light show that's only rivaled by what happens over at the University of Tennessee. And so now it's time for the McDonald's of Oneida starting lineups.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's what we're supposed
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Let us do the cooking.
All right. Starting lineups, Oneida's in the road orange uniforms. They got the white numerals with the black outline, black and white trim on the shorts and the jerseys. And tonight, Coach Marv West's team comes in off of 2 early season wins in the Hall of Fame games, and they're going to try to tangle with the homestanding Clark Range Lady Buffaloes. Kevin and Mark mentioned those scores a year ago. The game here was not competitive, and it was very quickly not competitive. So Oneida, though, only lost by 8 at home, closed the gap on that against the Clark Range Lady Buffaloes. But tonight's McDonald's starting lineup, first for the Oneida Lady Indians, you're going to hear some very familiar names. They include Rayleigh Bush at the point. The guards for Oneida will be Rachel Elmore and Allie Smith. And the post players tonight will be Kelsey Pike and Analia Terry. Now, say Kelsey's a post player, but Kelsey's not your run-of-the-mill post player. Of course, Kelsey Pike's senior year, she's already signed on with Johnson University, so all of that is taken care of. She doesn't have to worry about coaches coming in and out and watching what's going on. She is who she is. She's proven herself, and hopefully for Kelsey. She had a few injuries in some games that cost her some time last year, and hopefully for Kelsey, this senior season is one to just kind of take a breath, enjoy, and see what you can do.
I totally agree with that. Started out the season in those first 2 games, Bo, and really come out 16 points, I believe, averaged in those 2 ball games, and really put on a show over there at Anderson County.
Yeah, no doubt about that. She and she did a lot of it from the free throw line. She was getting down into the paint. She was drawing the foul. She's already taken 20 free throws already this season, shooting 85% from that free throw mark. So 17 of 20 from the free throw line for that young lady. She's going to get her points. There's no doubt about it.
All right. Hey, the lights are out here in Clark Range. Oneida's hoping that their lights aren't shut out here tonight in this one, but it's a team that certainly is capable of doing that at any time. The starters tonight for the Clark Range Lady Buffaloes. They're in their home white uniforms with the blue numerals trimmed in gold. And for Clark Range tonight, their starters will be Maddie Bush, Casey Sells, Addie Stowers, Chloe Rogers, and Lauren Schote. Coach Rogers told us before the game, the bad news is I've got the same 5 starters I had last year, but the good news is I've got the same 5 starters I had last year. What do you think he meant by that, Mark?
I don't know. That's a pretty good saying. He had a pretty good record. They said it was a down year, and it was, I guess, for these Lady Buffaloes going and bowing out in the first round of the district tournament. But he had a 19-8 record overall, and to most teams, that's a pretty good season.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, but they had a surprise contender last year from Red Bulling Springs. And that's a whole story in itself. You'll just have to go Google that one because that was like a soap opera last year with Red Bulling Springs. Don't have time to get into it. We got a basketball game to play. So it will be Kelsey Pike to tip it for the Lady Indians as they move left to right. And it will be Clark Range to tip for them. It's going to be Maddie Bush. And the tip is going to be controlled by Oneida. Rayleigh Bush looks down court, hits Allie Smith over on the left wing. Back out top, it's going to be Annaleah Terry. Now over to Rachel Elmore against the Clark Range zone. Elmore circling out top, working the free throw line. Terry passing through Bush on the right wing. She's got it, looks right baseline. Pike looks in at the post, kicks it back around. Oneida working patiently offensively here on the first possession. Clark Range putting the pressure on. It's knocked into rear court and stolen by the Lady Buffaloes. Here's Bush getting airborne and turning it over as she was looking for someone to pass to, and the Lady Buffaloes hadn't got back down court quick enough.
Right. And we got to look for Kelsey Pike down there in that corner. We didn't eye her when we had the basketball over there.
So back the other way, the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, touched last. And it will be Oneida's basketball side front court. Elmore to work the ball in bounds. Looks cross court and finds Allie Smith over in the left corner. Double team comes. She gets to Annaleah Terry. Terry bounce feed back out to Smith for 3. Good. Allie Smith opens up the scoring for Oneida and a rare early lead here in Clark Range. And now Maddie Bush will bring it forward for the Lady Buffaloes. Working to her left through the paint, kicks it to the corner. Shooting for the tie, Abby Stowers. No good. Off the backside. Rebound is controlled by Lauren Schote. And then she steps out of bounds. It'll be Oneida basketball. Good start. 1 minute in.
Yep.
3-0 Lady Indians.
Good hustle, good defense by the Lady Indians.
Full court pressure now. Annaleah Terry looks to bring it in bounds. Lobs it ahead to Allie Smith. Now not on the run. Smith bounce feed ahead to Pike. Attacks the paint. Pulls up for the jumper. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out. Schote. Taken by Annaleah Terry. Now Elmore. Around to the right side. Smith on the wing. Smith looks back out top. Elmore working in the paint. Terry working in there against Schote. And now to the left wing, it's going to be Pike over against the Clark Range student section. Now it's going to be Terry reversing through Smith, drives to the baseline, leaves it back out high. Elmore fakes, drives into the paint, bounce feed. It's going to be Terry. Shot blocked away by Lauren Schote, and it will be Oneida basketball, letting them play.
Yeah, they are. They are. Good defense there by Clark Range. Like the way Indians are working the basketball.
3-0 Oneida on the inbounds. Now it's going to be Rayleigh Bush working out top with it on the drive, leaves it to the corner. Smith takes a stab at the baseline, steps back for three, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Elmore. Back up, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Analia Terry rips it out to Smith. Oneida crashing the boards offensively here, but now a turnover, and it's going to be Stowers who gets it out ahead for Clark Range to Chloe Rogers, but she couldn't hang on to it, and the Lady Buffaloes, 2 turnovers in 2 possessions.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic sloppy basketball here so far by the Lady Buffaloes.
They'll try to turn Oneida over here, but the Lady Indians bring it in. Allie Smith, but her pass is going to be tipped and stolen by Schote. Schote goes to Maddie Bush, who lays it off the glass good. Maddie Bush for 2, and it's a 1-point game. Oneida in the lead, and now in the pressure, it's going to be a foul on Stowers as she got into Kelsey Pike, making that connection will be the first foul of the game. 3-2 Oneida.
Yeah, we certainly can't have Maddie Bush getting hot here on us. She can certainly play.
Rayleigh Bush looking down court. Kelsey Pike makes the catch, drives to her left, pulls up for the jumper. Good. Kelsey Pike becomes the second scorer tonight for Oneida, and now a reach-in on the transition. It's going to be Rayleigh Bush, I believe, called for a reach-in foul for Rayleigh. That'll be her first, team's first. 5:33 to play here in the first quarter, and it's Oneida 5, Clark Range 2. Analia Terry checks out, and for Oneida, checking in will be Braylon Russ. Good to see Braylon back this year, and now here on the drive, Bush. Now they work it around to the corner. This is Rogers. Chloe Rogers puts it on the court. Now drives out top, lofts it over, and this is going to be Casey Sales. Sales bounce feed. Rogers cutting to the basket. Sales bounces it out of bounds. 3 turnovers.
Yeah, that's big. The Indian defense is giving them problems.
And that's exactly what Oneida did this weekend as well, averaging 23 turnovers a game. Against big-time competition.
And here's Kelsey Pike down court, tipped away, but she recovers, gets it to Rachel Elmore, who drives the paint. Shot won't go. Rebound is going to be pulled down here by Sales. And Sales gets it over to Stowers. Stowers in transition, down to the left corner. Rogers drives baseline, and now the bounce feed across, looking to get it to Schote. Ball's on the floor. Rogers dives for it. Oneida dives for it. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to the Clark Range Lady Buffaloes.
And you had 3 Lady Indians on the floor right there. Allie Bush, Rayleigh Bush, Rachel Elmore, and Allie Smith all getting down there playing tough defense.
Ashton Napier, Katie Hopkins, and Peyton Manus check in for Clark Range. So 3 substitutions for the Lady Buffaloes. They trail 5-2, and the inbounds will be Clark Range. Bush working her way through, kicks it out. It's a 3-pointer up and good. Tying this game, Casey Sales. So it's a 5-5 game. Oneida down court to Braylon Russ. Russ on the right wing, pulls up for 3. Good. Braylon Russ, the open shot, knocking it down.
Boy, good to have her back.
Nice answer from Braylon. And Oneida with an 8-5 lead, and down court, Allie Smith with the reach in, tapping it away. She's going to be called for the foul. Her first, team's second.
Good hard defense right there by Allie, just, getting after them. She'll pick up a foul or 2 like that. But
so Ellie West and Grace Shoemaker hit the floor in that brief timeout. And now here's a hand check from Rayleigh Bush. She turns to protest, and Coach West says, nope, that's a foul.
Yep.
It's a hand check. So Rayleigh comes out with 2 fouls now here in the early going, the point guard for Oneida. Allie Smith checks back in. Here with the basketball, it's going to be Casey Sales. Sales and Clark Range trail by 3 with the basketball. Maddie Bush goes to the right side. This is going to be Napier. Napier back to Bush, rips it cross court. Here comes a 3-pointer from Hopkins. In and out, no good. Nice box out by Braylon Russ. She's double teamed and fouled. Clark Range commits the foul. This is going to be Ashton Napier, her first, team second. And Oneida will bring it in against the full court pressure. Halfway through the first quarter, Oneida 8, Clark Range 5.
Yep, and Braylon Russ picking up another rebound right there. Great job.
Allie Smith Gets it to midcourt, forward to Grace Shoemaker. Shoemaker turns and was open, kind of surprised to be in that position. Can't get the shot to fall. Going to be called for a turnover here, and it's going to be Clark Range to bring it the other way in a 3-point game.
Just shuffle her feet.
Down court with the basketball, Clark Range. Bush directing traffic. Skip pass over here. It's going to be to Hopkins. She's got a three. Got to watch her. Shoemaker out on her. Now cutting through is Bush for the layup. Good. Nice pass and nice cut. It's a 1-point game. The Lady Buffaloes. And now the inbounds. Kelsey Pike. It's tipped back out by Braylon Russ. And Oneida wants a timeout. We'll take the same. 3:33 to play first quarter. It's Oneida 8, Clark Range 7.
What's the best tool in the toolbox? The one you're going to use the most, the one that you're the most comfortable with, the one that you have the most confidence in. You know, it's the same way with banks. You know, you're going to use the bank that you're most comfortable with, the bank that you have the most confidence in, the bank that you feel very comfortable in going talking to a loan officer and asking about a mortgage or presenting a business plan and getting a straightforward answer.
Welcome back. It was a First National Bank timeout for the Oneida Lady Indians to try to calm things down with a 1-point lead. Kelsey Pike brings it into Allie Smith. Back to Pike on the give and go. Now she's racing down court into the paint. Fakes the pass. Puts the shot up. No good. It was partially blocked by Hopkins. By Napier, I'm sorry. Napier brings it away and gets it to Maddie Bush. Clark Range looking for their first lead on this trip. With 3:15 to play first quarter, Bush drives all the way through. Shot good. And she's fouled. Maddie Bush gets the 2. The foul will be against Ellie West. That's her first, team's 4th. And Maddie Bush will go to the free throw line for a toss here. Checking back in for Clark Range, Chloe Rogers.
24.
It's a 1-point lead for Clark Range. Bush, the free throw is good. So it's a 2-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and now it's Allie Smith with the basketball in front court, looking to Kelsey Pike. Pike brings it in, draws a double team, now going to back it off. Circling out top, Kelsey, the senior. Bounce feed comes over to Allie Smith on the right wing. Back to Pike. Thought about the deep three, looks in at Shoemaker, who turns, kicks it back out to Pike. She fakes the pass, shoots the three, glances the iron, no good. Rebound kept alive by Ellie West, and Braylon Russ puts it up and in to tie this game. Good job by the freshman, Ellie, keeping that alive. Russ with the 2. It's 10-10. Here's Clark Range, tipped away, but Allie Smith, a couple of guards in foul trouble now. Allie Smith picks up her second.
You know, I'm not one to complain.
No, you don't do that.
But, and that, I'm not saying that wasn't a foul, but it's call it both ways.
So it is 10-10. And Clark Range will bring it in from their baseline. Chloe Rogers directing traffic here, sending Hopkins to the far side. The inbounds back to Rogers. Ooh. They set the screen. She pops the 3, and Clark Range has a 3-point lead, 13-10.
And Rogers got hot against us last year, if I remember correctly, and hit about 4 or 5 against us.
Ellie Smith rips it over to Braylon Russ. Shot short on the 3. Rebound kept alive by Pike to Elmore. Driving through is Russ. West. Now they work it around to Pike for 3, and the tie, it's off. Rebound, tip, kept alive again by West. The good size for the freshman, but it's going to be Clark Range who comes away with it. Leading by 3, Stowers for 3, short. Flying in for the rebound. It's going to be no good from Napier, and now Ellie West has the rebound and races up the left side. Looking down in the paint, the ball's tipped away as she tried to push it forward to Grace Shoemaker. Hopkins knocks it out.
Yeah, but hustle play right there by Ellie West. Ellie West getting a rebound down here, taking it to the length of the floor and getting a shot down there.
13-10. Pike looking to work the ball inbounds and finds Ellie West. Now around to Elmore. Reversing around right wing, Shoemaker back to Elmore. Going to back up here. It's a tall zone out front for Clark Range. They got their bigger players out front, causing passing problems for the Lady Indians, and now a turnover is created through that, and it will be Clark Range basketball with 1:41 to play in the first quarter as Analia Terry checks in. Kelsey Pike's going to get a quick rest. We'll see how long.
Probably not. Probably not going to keep her off the floor long.
So now Clark Range brings it into Bush. 3-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. And Bush into front court, fires to the left corner. Stowers catches, shoots a three. Good. Good pass. Stowers waiting for it. Now it's a 6-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes, their biggest of the game. And Elmore drives down through, looks for the trailer, and West fakes, drives, gets it over to Braylon Russ. Russ, double team, triple team, gets it out of there to Elmore with a minute 10 to play here in the first quarter. West lobs it down. Terry takes it up and lays it off the glass. Good. Analia Terry, nice job of going up against the contact. 4-point game.
And she likes the contact.
So it's a 1-minute mark here in the first quarter with Oneida trailing by 4. Clark Range for 3. Rogers in and out, no good. Rebound falls to the floor. Elmore had it knocked away by Bush, and now back to Rogers. So Clark Range saves the possession, and they work it around now to Schote. Schote spins, drives, rips it over Rogers to the corner. Stowers catches in 3. Good. Twice Abby Stowers has been standing in that corner for 3, and twice she's knocked it down. Clark Range's biggest lead of the game now is 7, 19-12. Oneida with the basketball. West for 3, no good. Backside rebound, Russ takes it, dumps it over to Terry. She's fouled on the shot by Abby Stowers. Stowers' second foul now. She's got a couple of threes in the game, but now she's got 2 fouls, and Analia Terry will go to the line for 2 free throws for the Lady Indians. It's 19-12. Clark Range in the lead.
And they're moving the ball around well offensively and getting on out of position a little bit, Tim.
Terry's first free throw is good. It is 19-13. Clark Range by 6. Oneida set to get the ball to start the second quarter. Returning to the floor is Katie Hopkins for Abby Stowers. Hopkins, she's knocked down big shots. And here's a second shot from Terry, won't go, and the rebound is going to be Clark Range. On the run, down court. This is going to be Sales. They get it out around the corner. Schote for 3, no good. Rebound tipped by Rogers. She puts it back up and in. Rogers, I know Mark was thinking she was over the back there, but the officials didn't agree with him. 3 seconds to play. First quarter. Oneida down 8. Am I right?
You're right.
So now Oneida's going to bring it in. Grace Shoemaker looks into Elmore with 2, 1. Elmore fires it ahead, but that's the end of the first quarter. We take the break, telling you the score after 1. It is Clark Range 21, Oneida 13.
Forget the bucket. Stop buying those expensive car care products. For a supreme clean, visit T&T Car Wash in Oneida. T&T Car Wash features the latest in touch-free car wash technology. T&T's touchless automatic wash bays are tough on road grime, but gentle on your car's finish. These feature-packed automatics give you complete control of the wash, including a wheel brush option. Want to wash it yourself? T&T also has traditional wash bays. And don't forget the interior, both vacuum and shampoo stations available. For a dynamite clean, T&T Car Wash, Oneida.
And welcome back to Clark Range. Bo, you got some stats for us?
Clark Range, 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter, 57% from the field, 4 of 9 from 3.
Shooting lights out.
They really are. Oneida, 5 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 6 from 3 right now. Foul counts 5-3. Leading scorer, of course, for Clark Range, Maddie Bush. She's got 7 right now.
So the Twin K scoreboard finds Oneida down 8 as we start this second quarter. And it will be Lady Indians basketball. For Oneida, it is Elmore, Terry, Russ, Pike, and West. Pressure in the rear court. They get it ahead to West, to Pike. Pike to the corner, Analia Terry. For 3, glances the iron, no good. Rebound tipped, kept alive by Russ. Pike had it momentarily, and it's stolen away. Clark Range, Schote is going to be pushed out of bounds here by Elmore. That will be the 6th team foul on the Lady Indians. For Elmore, that will be her first. So the next free throw, we'll see Clark Range shooting 1-1. They've got an 8-point lead. The basketball, 7:42 to play in the first half. Oneida had a good start, but Clark Range is starting to flex their muscles here, Mark.
Yeah, we had had the advantage early, but we just didn't take it.
Three-pointer from Napier is no good. Rebound. Pike had it momentarily. Now Analia Terry looking to get it away. Finds Elmore, and now Oneida on the run, but Elmore started the feet before she put down the dribble. And so it's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, she did. What I was going to say is we turned them over there 3 times in a row and just didn't take advantage of it. We're not shooting the ball real well so far.
So now Clark-Range Rogers brings it in to Maddie Bush. Also out there is Lauren Schote, Ashton Napier, and Abby Stowers. This is Rogers to Stowers in the right corner. She's got a pair of threes in this one, picked up here by Russ. Now the give and go. Napier's shot, no good. Rebound pulled in, Analia Terry. 8-point game. Here's Elmore into front court. Drifting, driving to the left corner. Terry, pitches it out to Pike for 3. It's no good. Shot is short. Rebound pulled in by Clark-Range. 8-point game. Lady Buffaloes down court. Bush, little hesitation. Gives to the trailing Stowers. Step back 3, good. Abby Stowers now has 3 3-pointers for the Lady Buffaloes. She has 9, and Clark-Range leads by 11. Back the other way, Kelsey Pike. Looks in at Analia Terry at the free throw line around the west. Ellie fires the 3. It's going to be no good. Rebound taken by Bush. Goes to a knee but saves the possession with the bounce feed over to Chloe Rogers. Rogers in front court, and now over to Maddie Bush. Bush back to Rogers on the left wing. It's a double-digit lead now for the Lady Buffaloes. 6-10 and ticking in the first half. Chloe Rogers circles to the right side, looks to Abby Stowers. She's got the hot hand, hands it off to Maddie Bush. Bush gets a pick. The pick rolls to the basket. They go to the left side. Sells, drives the baseline all the way through, lays it off the glass, no good. She gets her own rebound and is fouled in the process. She'll go to the line for 1 and 1. The official had the foul count memorized right there. He knew somehow that was going to be 1 and 1. And it's going to be Clark-Range stepping to the line. Casey Sells to shoot the front end of 1 and 1.
It's always, they got to come to our place. So.
The free throw. It's still the second quarter, Mark.
No, not these refs don't.
It's it. Well, we made it to the second quarter before the refs got hit. Well, now the free throw is missed, but the rebound is going to be Stowers. Well, back up with it. Refs didn't do that.
Yeah, that's some of the problem too. Was we're not getting any rebounds. They're just out rebounding us.
Back the other way. It's going to be Grace Shoemaker driving through. Her shot's going to be blocked by Maddie Bush. Bush gets it over to Hopkins, and Hopkins will bring it into front court. So we've got a 14-point game. And now Stowers for 3. This one misses finally. And now Braylon Russ puts it down, tries to fire it over, but it's to Hopkins. Now Hopkins to Stowers. Stowers looks at Sells. It's batted away by Analia Terry, breaking back defensively like a cornerback, knocking that one away.
Yeah.
Checking back in for Clark-Range, Katie Hopkins.
Yeah, we're just having a tough time. They're out rebounding us right now. We're not shooting the ball real well.
Boys action coming up later. The Oneida boys had a rough weekend with Davy Crockett and Fulton.
Yeah, played Davy Crockett.
Oh, we got a technical foul.
Coach, for some reason, he said something. I didn't hear nothing. I'm sitting right here behind you.
You got a headset on too.
Being a devil's advocate.
So,
I guess he was telling them that they suck.
It is a pair of free throws now for Chloe Rogers. And she knocks them both down. Regardless of what it is 2 points for Clark-Range. And now a First National Bank timeout. We'll take the same. 5:21 to play first half. Clark-Range 29, Oneida 13.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic tanks available, poured on site at our Oneida plant with quality you expect from Twin K products, and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
Welcome back out of the First National Bank timeout taken by Oneida. Coach Marv West has picked up a technical here in quarter number 2 of the season. And he's displeased with the officiating here on this end. He feels like in favor of the Lady Buffaloes, who have now built a 16-point lead. They work with the basketball, and it's going to be Sells on the drive. Puts the shot up, no good. Rebound, Analia Terry. Terry is going to – that probably is a effect of Coach West being on the officials. They get the whistle.
As they should have. We should have got that call. They mugged her down there.
It was Napier. Ashton Napier called for the foul. Back the other way, Oneida down 16. And here's a hesitation dribble and ruled a turnover for Oneida here. So it will be Clark Range to bring it the other way. So Clark Range has been getting some calls. That happens at home, but Oneida's not been doing their part either.
You're right.
Stowers, bounce feed in. Spinning shot is going to be good. Now that was against very tough defensive pressure. Hopkins knocks down a 2, makes it 31-13. Back the other way, Grace Shoemaker, the 3, sails long, race for the rebound, and Clark Range is able to throw it off of Pike out of bounds.
I don't know, Bo, how many turnovers does the Lady Indians have?
Too many?
Yeah, way too many.
9.
Okay.
31-13. Clark Range looking to build it again here. It was a great first quarter. The second quarter has been horrendous. Chloe Rogers works with the basketball to Stowers on the right wing. Stowers looking in at Hopkins, posting. Now goes back to Rogers, and now Stowers back on the floor with it. Rips it to the left corner, and now it's going to be knocked away loose. Shoemaker goes to the deck, fires it over to Rayleigh Bush. Bush now to Kelsey Pike. Pike is going to take it down court, and drawing a holding foul from Clark Range there. That's going to be the second one on Napier. That's actually her third. And it's going to get for Clark Range, Lauren Schote and Peyton Manus back onto the floor. Stowers exit.
Clark Range on a 10-0 run here in the second quarter.
Yeah. So it's 31-13. Oneida, have we scored in the second quarter?
No.
That's what I thought, yeah. So over half of the quarter gone. Oneida hasn't scored this quarter. Here's Pike trying to break it with 3. Good. Kelsey Pike. We know she can hit a lot of them. She's going to need to. It's a 15-point game with 3:35 to play in this first half. Back the other way, Clark Range driving in, pulling up for the jumper. That's a nice shot. Katie Hopkins has a very nice shot.
She does.
Opens things up for herself and knocks it down. Back the other way, Ellie West. Out top, Analia Terry fouled. And I really believe, guys, that these whistles weren't being blown. And I'm not a fan of a technical by any means, but I think Coach West has started to even the whistles up for his team here.
Yeah. Well, and the foul count wasn't just astronomically out of balance, but it was the stuff that they wasn't calling.
So now with the basketball, Oneida, Pike looking for help. Bounce feed down to Terry. Terry in the corner. Driving back out. It's going to be poked away out of bounds. It stays with Oneida. We're about to hit the 3-minute mark of this first half. First half of the first game of the 22-23 season. How's it going?
Not well. Not well for the Lady Indians. And Clark Range is playing really aggressive defensively, and we're just not knocking down our shots.
Bush gets it to Pike. Now West. Ellie, the freshman, throws it across. They set a screen for Pike. And Clark Range recovers. Now Pike with the bounce feed to Bush. Bush falling down, saves it out to Ellie West. Back to Pike. And now Pike going to put it on the floor. Leaves it over with Ellie West on the left wing. Back out top, Pike. Good defense by Clark Range, extending that zone. Rayleigh Bush with the bounce feed. Terry to the corner. Ellie West for 3. Glances the iron, no good. Backside rebound, Grace Shoemaker. Leaves it out top to Kelsey Pike. A deep 3 is going to be no good. Battle for the rebound. Good size by Ellie West, and she winds up with it momentarily, but then it's going to be Clark Range taking it away with Hopkins back the other way. Now they work it out top. Bush wants to drive all the way through. Shot rolls off, no good. Rebound kept alive. Sells shot, no good. Sells again, short. Rebound, Bush wants to go back up with it, but rips it out top. That's going to be Rogers on the drive, and her shot good. Chloe Rogers. That was not an easy shot that Chloe Rogers just knocked down for her 9th.
Second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and that
unbelievable.
Was
4 rebounds right there.
Yeah, 4 rebounds. I'm curious to see what the rebound count is.
Back to a 19-point game inside 2 minutes to play in the first half. 35-16 is the score. And now with the basketball, Lady Indians. Bush sees a lane, drives baseline, rolls off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound is going to be Rogers. She spies the clock. Clark Range with a 19-point lead, and Chloe Rogers gets it over to Maddie Bush. Now it's going to be Casey Sells in the right corner. She gives a little head nod, sending Hopkins rushing through the lane, goes to the left corner. This is going to be Schote. Schote dribbles out back to Rogers. 1:15 to play in the first half. Now the bounce feed in, poked away by Analia Terry. Loose basketball down to the floor. Clark Range kicked it. That's the call. It's a good call. It was Schote trying to knock it back to a teammate. She kicked it, and so it's going to be Oneida's basketball. And Clark Range wants the timeout. It's a First National Bank timeout. 1:10 to play in the first half, and it's Clark Range 35, Oneida 16.
First National to me it's a core memory growing up, and it is something that's always been a part of my life.
We renovated this building and opened this business. We were looking to source as much as we could locally, and what is more local than First National Bank of Oneida? First National Bank is very involved with a lot of the local community events and supporting of businesses. We've seen them involved with the fair and the sports locally and other things that I think is just indicative of the local community being supported by the local bank.
Welcome back to Clark Range out of this First National Bank timeout, the first for the Lady Buffaloes.
The key statistic during the first half.
6 of 24 from the floor right now is Oneida. 25% from the floor, 3 of 12 from deep.
Well, I guess it's because their rims are not 10 feet off. Is that what it is? Or is it maybe just the jersey? Don't know. A lot of times that's a big effect. Now bounce feed down. Analia Terry's shot. This one goes. It's good for Analia. She's got 5 points. And now it's a 17-point game out of the Clark Range timeout. Back the other way, Stowers driving to the baseline. Bounce feed back out, and it's going to be Schote back to Stowers, guarded here by Rayleigh Bush. Stowers steps back at the elbow for the jumper. She is tough. Abby
smooth.
Stowers.
15 feet and in, she's deadly.
13 points for her. Here's Ellie West at the other end. The shot is short. Rebound, Stowers pulls it in, looking to run down court to hit Rogers. She'll circle back out on the wing. Bounce feed back. This is going to go to Maddie Bush. Bush will back up with 25 seconds to play in the first half in a 19-point game. Schote eyes Rogers cutting through the lane. Now goes to Bush. Wide open for three. Oneida lost her. The three won't go. 16 seconds in the first half. Pike looks down court. Allie Smith fakes and now drives back out. Analia Terry for three. No good. Rebound. Kelsey Pike takes it away. Ball fake. Shot no good, but she's fouled. Is it Schote or is it Stowers' third? The official says, hey, which one has the fewer? No, I'm kidding. That's Mark. Mark would say that. It was Schote with the foul, and so it will be Kelsey Pike going to the line for 2 shots. Wouldn't you, Mark? Am I wrong?
No.
Kelsey going to try to cut it to a 17-point game. Free throw, good. This first one. 6 points for Kelsey Pike. 4 seconds on the clock. Coach West wants to get anybody off the floor who might have some foul issues, namely Rayleigh Bush. And now Kelsey Pike will shoot a second free throw with 4 seconds remaining in the first half. It's good. And now it's a 17-point game. Now Stowers races to midcourt and fires up a three. No good. And that's the end of the first half of action. We will take a break, and the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report is coming up next. Your halftime score is Clark Range 37 and Oneida 20.
Bill Armstrong with the Big South Fork Air Park. 15 years now we've been in Scott County, and a customer of First National Bank 15 years. It's important to us to use a community bank. First National Bank has always been our bank. They're large enough to service any needs you have, but there's a sense of community here. It's nice doing business with people that you know. They know your name, so that's why we use First National Bank.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mix results. We have certified facility operators and mix design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Located at 205 East 3rd Avenue in Oneida, Mark's Family Pharmacy is open 6 days a week with a drive-through window for your convenience. But we're more than just a pharmacy. Check us out for gift ideas like plush animals, Candleberry Company candles and fragrances, designer earrings, caps, toys, and more. There's something for everyone at Mark's Family Pharmacy. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday.
And now welcome to the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. When today is unpredictable, staying focused on your long-term financial goals matters more than ever. Count on your Ameriprise Financial Advisor for personalized, goal-based advice to help you navigate now and stay on track for tomorrow. Call Vantage Point Financial Planning, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Call them today at 423-569-5055. Once again, that's 423-569-5055. Offices are located at 19461 Alberta Street in Oneida. Bo, you got our first half stats.
Clark Range, 14 of 29 from the floor in the first half, 48% from the field, 5 of 14 from three for 35.7%, 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 80%. They have 37 points on the night, led by Addie Stowers. She's got 13 points and 2 rebounds on the night. Chloe Rogers has 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals on the night. Maddie Bush has 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and a steal currently in the first half. Casey Sells has 4 points, 6 rebounds, and a pair of steals as well. And Katie Hopkins with 4 points for Clark Range. For Oneida, 7 of 27 from the floor in the first half. That's just under 26%. 3 of 14 from beyond the three-point line. That's 21.4%. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They have 20 points total, led by Kelsey Pike. She has 7 points on the night with 1 rebound. Analia Terry has 5 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist on the night. Braylon Russ also 5 points, 4 rebounds off the bench. And the final score for Oneida is Allie Smith. She has 3 points on the night. Currently, Clark Range has 6 turnovers in the ball game. Oneida, though, with 10 on the night. Of course, Clark Range had a 19-point lead at one point in this contest. Oneida was able to cut that down here with a couple of free throws late. Oneida had that lead in the first quarter, but all of a sudden Clark Range went on that nice, long 10-point run to start the second quarter, and Oneida's just not really been able to rebound from that just yet.
All right, thank you, Bo. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break and be back with more of the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report right after this.
Keith Markham from Markham's Furniture and Appliances.
I'd like to invite you to come shop with us at Markham's Furniture and Appliances. Been in business since 1949, locally owned, family owned. We offer the largest selection of furniture and appliances in Scott County. We offer the same-day delivery. Financing is available with a finance company. If you don't see what you like, we're always glad to special order it. Appliances we can normally have within a week. Furniture normally would take about 4 to 5 weeks if we special order it. Thank you.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made metal monsters. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would have made your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail sleep.
And welcome back to the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. Got to look at, well, as soon as we come back, their jazz band quit playing, which is unfortunate. They got a great jazz band here, by the way. While we're hoping they'll get fired back up here in a minute. Bo, we're going to look at our Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. Helenwood Foods this week has half-liter Pepsi products, 3 for $10.
Well, unfortunately, with the games that we were looking at, none of those games have been reported in just yet here this evening. Once again, we were taking a look at Sullivan East and North Green. Nothing's been called or reported in yet. Campbell County, Sunbright going up against each other. Oliver Springs and Greenback as well facing on tonight. You had Wartburg and Scott playing tonight, Red Bowling Springs and Monterey. None of those games in with a report just yet.
All righty. Now the band's starting to get cranked back up. Once again, if you've never been to Clark Range before to watch a ball game, it's a great atmosphere. They've got a jazz band. Now, it's not just students. There's several graduates, adults, that are a part of that band that continue to play year after year, and I'd hire them to come play anywhere. Right now, Scott is leading Wartburg 67-43. So
I knew where to look for that one.
That's the girls, right?
Yes.
Boy, they're wearing them out.
Well, they had a big win. Jake and his ladies had a big win over the weekend, Clay County.
Yeah, pretty good basketball team in Clay County.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take another break, and that will conclude this segment of the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. When we return, we'll have the second half of this one. The Lady Indians down by 17 right after this.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic tanks available, poured on site at our Oneida plant with quality you expect from Twin K products, and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
One of the things we do with our loans here, if you come to me with a loan request, I'm going to start that process with you, make sure you know the information that I need on hand and be able to make a decision here and give them the information so that they can help make the decision on what they want to do with their loan, what they want to do with their financial future, and we help facilitate that. You know, we decide here what we do to help grow our community. My name is Mike Baird. I'm a loan officer with United Cumberland Bank here at the Oneida office.
Welcome back to Clark Range. It is second half action as Oneida takes the floor down 17 against the Clark Range Lady Buffaloes. Bo mentioned there was a big drought ending the first quarter and running 5 minutes into the second. And you see the Twin K scoreboard finds Clark Range leading 37-20, but it's a new half. And so here we go for Clark Range. On the floor, Maddie Bush, Abby Stowers, Lauren Schote for three, and it's good.
Not a good way to start off the second half.
Also out there for Clark Range, Chloe Rogers and Casey Sells. For Oneida, it is Braylon Russ, Rayleigh Bush, Allie Smith, Kelsey Pike, Analia Terry. Terry with the basketball rips it over to Braylon Russ trying to answer that three. It's short. Battle for the rebound. Analia Terry battling hard and getting a jump ball, and it will be Oneida's basketball. Lady Indians will bring it in under their basket. Boys action coming up a little later on. Coach Jacob King's Indians Played a couple of really good teams in Anderson County on Saturday. We'll see how ready it made them for this trip to Clark Range tonight. A lot of high expectations for both the Lady Indians and the Indians this year. As Oneida works with the basketball, down 20. Kelsey Pike looks to Allie Smith, free throw line. Terry, her pass tipped and stolen by Casey Sales. Clark Range comes up with another Oneida turnover, and now Maddie Bush going to try to turn it into points. Gets it over to Lauren Schote. She opened this second half with a three. She hits Stowers, back to Schote to the corner. Sales. Stowers cuts the basket for the layup good.
Boy, they worked the basketball so well and just got it down inside.
Oneida wants a timeout. It's a First National Bank timeout. We'll take the same. 6:45 to play in the third quarter. Clark Range 42, Oneida 20.
Forget the bucket. Stop buying those expensive car care products. For a supreme clean, visit T&T Car Wash in Oneida. T&T Car Wash features the latest in touch-free car wash technology. T&T's touchless automatic wash bays are tough on road grind, but gentle on your car's finish. These feature-packed automatics give you complete control of the wash, including a wheel brush option. Want to wash it yourself? T&T also has traditional wash bays. And don't forget the interior, both vacuum and shampoo stations available. For a dynamite clean, T&T Car Wash, Oneida.
Welcome back to Clark Range out of a First National Bank timeout for Oneida. Mark, did you know that Kevin's trying to decide, does he want to be called Grandpa or Papa or what else?
you.
Oh, Pappy.
Congratulations,
Thank
Kevin.
you. I'm officially old.
Oh,
No.
That was a long time ago.
You've been old a long time.
This is not a new event, but a grandchild is. Congratulations. Oneida going to bring it in. They get into Braylon Russ. Out of the Oneida timeout, Allie Smith with it on the wing to Rayleigh Bush. Coach West imploring his team, he said, if you go with your own thing, this team's going to beat you. And you got to go with the plan. And he's trying to get Oneida back to the plan here as the foul is called against Lauren Schote. That's her second.
Yeah, and they're just taking us out of our game plan completely.
The inbounds to Analia Terry, and she's got now 7 points for the Lady Indians, tied for team lead with Kelsey Pike.
Yep, good cut to the basket right there.
Execution of the inbounds play. Cuts it down to 20, and now back the other way. Now you got to get a stop, right? Here's Clark Range with the basketball. Stowers working the free throw line. Sells from the wing for three. Shot won't go. Rebound, box out for Terry. She gets the rebound, gets to Bush. Now out ahead to Kelsey Pike. Pike on the attack, free throw line. Circling. Looks to Rayleigh Bush. She fires up a three. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled in Chloe Rogers. Rogers turns and looks up court. We've played 2 minutes of the third quarter. Rogers gets to Maddie Bush. Now Sales on the left wing. Back out to Bush. Starts right, goes back left. Sales puts it on the floor. Skip pass. Bush to the corner. It's going to be Schote. Passes on the three. And Oneida sees them get it to Bush. Now they work it back around. Stowers open for three.
Oh.
Good. Abby Stowers.
She's deadly from out there.
18 for her now.
Out there, in there, wherever. If she's in this gym, don't let her have it. Braylon Russ gets it down to Analia Terry. Terry skip past Allie Smith on the wing. Puts it on the floor, goes to Terry, back out to Smith. She gets an open look at the three. This one's short. Allie opened the game up with a three. This one won't go, though, and now Oneida is going to tie it up. It'll be Clark Range basketball here on a November Monday night.
Yeah, and they're pushing us back outside of the three-point range, and we're just not shooting it well from out there. We're not able to put any points up in the paint.
3 of 17 from deep.
Maddie Bush in the front court. Casey Sells on the right side. Now Bush open for three. She passes it up and goes to Schote. Her three is good. Lauren Schote. Pair of threes here in the second half.
That's why Schote was open.
Well, Schote can shoot that three. Sells, Rogers, Bush. Here's Kelsey Pike driving the basket. She's going to be fouled on her way to the basket. Fouled by Lauren Schote. That's her third. It'll put Kelsey Pike at the free throw line for 2 tosses. Kelsey's 2 for 2 from the stripe. It's 48-22.
Yeah, we've had some luck getting Kelsey down in there. Got her there early in the first half and got her got her down in the paint to get a shot up and get a couple of foul shots. She's pretty good from the line.
First free throw from Pike is good. She's got 8. And Oneida gets Grace Shoemaker, Ellie West on the floor, Rachel Elmore. Pike's second free throw on the way. Good.
4-4 from the line tonight.
She got 9 points in the game, and back the other way, Clark-Range. Maddie Bush with the basketball. Encounters Rachel Elmore up top, leaves it to the left corner, Casey Sells. Stowers flashes down in the post. They go instead out top to Chloe Rogers, guarded here by Pike. Man-to-man defense for the Lady Indians. They're switching as they do so, and now it's going to be Stowers, guarded here by West. Stowers on the floor with it, now out to the corner. Chloe Rogers picked up by Elmore. Elmore fires it over to Schote, guarded by Pike. Schote back around to Stowers, steps left, puts up a 3, and it's good. Stowers just took a step to the left and had an open look off the screen, Mark, and that is her 5th three-pointer, and now here's a steal the other way. Schote rips it over to Rogers. Rogers fouled on the way to the basket by Annaleah Terry. So for Annaleah, that will be her second foul.
And this is very, very reminiscent of last year. It's first foul game down here.
It was like this, and
it
then
was.
Somehow it was an 8-point game in Oneida.
Yeah, yeah. It felt very much like we should have beat them at Oneida. But, I mean, we got everything kind of come together for the Lady Indians as the season progressed, and hopefully it'll do the same thing this year. We just out of sorts.
Chloe Rogers knocks down both free throws, and the Lady Buffaloes are going to get some reserves into the game in the form of Peyton Maness, Ashton Napier, and Katie Hopkins. They have a 31-point lead with 3:42 to play in the third quarter.
They certainly look in mid-season form.
Oneida will bring it in. Go ahead, Kevin. What you got?
If we get 35 points, the clock's going to keep running in the fourth.
So Shoemaker works it around to Annaleah Terry. Back to Shoemaker. Lobbing it down. Pike makes the catch. Ball fake. Lays it off the glass. Good. Kelsey Pike gets the 2 to go. And now she has 11 points in the game. It's a 53-26 lead for Clark-Range. Lady Buffaloes on the drive with it here. That's going to be Katie Hopkins. Hopkins gets it down to Bush. And now this is going to be a 2-pointer from Ashton Napier that is good. Back the other way, Lady Indians with it. Shoemaker picks it up, goes for Rachel Elmore. Bounce feed to the right side, Annaleah Terry. Terry with the skip pass now. Shoemaker on the left wing. Grace guarded here. Pass comes over to Elmore, who looks down low for Terry. It's batted away out of bounds. Peyton Maness retreating defensively knocks it away. And a timeout requested. It's a First National Bank timeout. 2:35 to play third quarter. It is Clark-Range 55, Oneida 26.
Bill Armstrong with the Big South Fork Air Park. 15 years now we've been in Scott County, and a customer of First National Bank 15 years. It's important to us to use a community bank. First National Bank has always been our bank. They're large enough to service any needs you have. But there's a sense of community here. It's nice doing business with people that you know. They know your name. So that's why we use First National Bank.
And welcome back to Clark-Range as we get a shot of, we're in a good spot. We're directly behind the Oneida bench, and might be able to get Marv saying a little something there, Tim.
Well, and it is a good spot. They're good to us down here at Clark-Range. Coach Rogers came up and helped us set up here. It's a pretty packed gym. They take their basketball very seriously.
They do. They gave us a great parking place out in front there.
I mean, took care of everything for us.
Yes, they did.
You are watching.
They ain't taking care of us on the court, though.
No.
Well, no, they are taking care of us, too. So it's 2:35 to play in the third quarter. Oneida down 29 with the basketball here. Elmore looks over to Shoemaker, and now it's going to be Terry. Back to Shoemaker. Back to Terry in the corner. Bounce feed trying to get it to Kelsey Pike, and Oneida turns it over out of the timeout.
The problem there is that we wait till she's triple teamed before we try to press it down in there to her, and that's what Coach West is talking about. He's upset about that.
Three-pointer up and no good. Rebound, Analia Terry. They attack, trying to take it away, and she clears it now to Ellie West. Little hesitation move. West drives baseline, tries to get it over to Kelsey Pike, and in retreat, it's knocked away by Peyton Manus.
Yeah, we're just out of sorts pretty bad tonight. But you can regroup. It's third game of the season.
Elmore going to bring it in to Ellie West. Little head fake, drives, kicks it to Rayleigh Bush for three. Glances off the iron, no good. Rebound is pulled in by Manus. Now to Maddie Bush on the run. She spies the clock. Now attacks the elbow and draws a foul from Kelsey Pike as she was retreating defensively. Bush kind of pulled up the brakes, and Kelsey ran into her for her first foul of the game.
Yeah, she knew.
They know each other pretty well, don't they?
Yeah, I believe they may play together some AAU. So they're pretty good friends.
So Bush with the basketball, picks it up, and now picked up here by Pike. Pass goes over on the right side. It's going to be Hopkins. Hopkins working against the defense of Allie Smith. Now hands it over to Rogers. Bounce feed in. Tipped away by Grace Shoemaker. Now Allie Smith on the run. Out front. Bounce feed over to Kelsey Pike. Pike with a little jump stop, and she puts the shot up, and she's fouled as she hits the shot. Katie Hopkins going to be called for her first. And Kelsey will shoot a free throw. Coach Rogers says that's a hard call.
Yeah.
It just keep working the whole time. Second free throw, or first free throw coming from Kelsey Pike. It's good.
I'm up by 30, 35, 36 points.
14 points for Kelsey. And now to the corner, Clark Range with the basketball. 26-point game. Lady Buffaloes in the lead. And now the backdoor cut. Ellie West gets in the way, knocks it. And I thought maybe Napier touched it last, but they're saying Ellie was the last to touch it. So it's going to be Clark Range to bring it in from the baseline. They flatten it out down there. Rogers sets things in motion and pops it out top. This is going to be Hopkins driving through. Her pass deflected out of bounds by Oneida. It's a while before our next broadcast. Unless something changes, it will be December 9th for the next Oneida broadcast. We'll see if we can't try to work something in before then, but no promises. A lot of good basketball going to take place then. Check your schedule. You'll want to see that, but we will definitely be back on the 9th and bring you live stream basketball that night, as we're doing tonight. But it is Clark Range with the basketball and a 35-second time differential here in the third quarter as the Lady Buffaloes work it to Bush. Now down on the baseline, Manus can't get the shot to fall. Rebound. Pike had it momentarily. Then it's going to be knocked away by Allie Smith out of bounds and back to Clark Range.
Wow, they just battle for rebound, every rebound.
Nothing, they don't give up on anything.
Nothing.
Lady Buffaloes bring it in to Maddie Bush. We need to ask what these initials are in the back. GAT.
I've got the answer to that here, and I'll tell you after a while.
All right, fourth quarter. That's what Kevin's going to keep you hanging around for. What are the Clark Range initials? Here to the corner, it's Chloe Rogers for three at the end of the quarter. We thought the shot won't go, and now Clark Range is going to turn it over into the rear court, but the quarter comes to an end. We'll take a break, telling you the score at the end of three. It's Clark Range 55, Oneida 29.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mixed result. We have certified facility operators and mix design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
Welcome back to Clark Range. You asked what the GAYTB stands for
No.
on the back of their jersey.
GATYB.
GATYB. I actually asked that question last year.
Yeah.
That is and she actually said it's the best kept secret in all of the state of Tennessee. The only way you will ever find out what those letters are is if you actually play for the Clark Range Lady Buffaloes. They're the only ones that will ever know, and no one is ever allowed to tell. Even former players do not tell what those stand for. But they know.
Huh.
Wild, isn't it?
I don't believe you're lying.
It's a good story. Oneida with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Ellie West, Rayleigh Bush, Allie Smith, Braylon Russ, and Grace Shoemaker. And this is going to be Braylon Russ down in the paint, going to be tied up. For Clark Range, Casey Sells, Abby Stowers, Maddie Bush, Lauren Schote, and Ashton Napier. So the possession arrow gives it to Clark Range in a 26-point game. Lady Buffaloes in the front court here. Stowers picks it up out top. Leaves it over from Maddie Bush, picked up by Rayleigh Bush. Starts left, goes back to the right, now to the corner. Casey Sells with the basketball. Bush rolls to the basket with Braylon Russ on her. That's a good size differential if they identify it. Schote with the bounce feed. And now they get it around to Stowers to the corner. Bush fires up a three. In and out, no good, but the rebound. Sells goes through a couple of hands out to Maddie Bush, and now Stowers. The three is way off to the left. Boy, she don't miss much, but there was no question on that one.
No, there wasn't.
It's the First National Bank timeout for Clark Range. 7:05 to play. Your score, Clark Range 55, Oneida 29.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
Welcome back to Clark Range. Lady Buffaloes were bounced in the district last year and have thought about it all year long, and we're paying for it right now. Rayleigh Bush drives for a shot. It's good, and she's fouled. Lady Buffaloes, you guys were talking about in the timeout, they just are relentless here on this home floor tonight.
Yeah, they are, and every shot they follow. I mean, they crash the boards. Everybody on the team crashes the boards, and that's something that the Lady Indians tonight haven't done. We just don't, after we shoot it, we're going the other way. We're not going in there and battling for the rebound. And and we've missed a bunch tonight to have to try to rebound.
Rayleigh Bush shot, second free throw no good, but she gets a steal at the other end, wants to take it all the way to the basket for the layup good. Bush knocks in the two.
4 consecutive.
And it's 55-35. We got a player of the game from First National Bank for each game tonight, boys and girls. And then we also have a feature there's only one across the space of both games, and it's a Trophy Masters Hustle Award. Those things are going to be awarded at the end of the night. Bo and Mark will consult the paperwork and the things that they see happening out here, and they'll select your winners for those. Right now, Oneida having a good flurry here in this fourth quarter with 6 minutes to go. Bush driving in, kicks it out to Braylon Russ. Now Ellie West back to Russ. Puts it on the floor, goes to Rayleigh Bush. Bush drives through, running one-hander. It's going to be short. Grace Shoemaker keeps the rebound alive. Gets it out to Braylon Russ. Russ driving through, takes it to the hoop. Shot won't go. She battles, gets her own rebound. As she's going back up with it, Casey Sells defends a little too long, caught a piece of the arm, and is going to put Braylon Russ at the free throw line for 2 tosses.
Yeah, Braylon battles hard down there. She's on the shorter side, but now she gets in there and scraps, and she'll get after you and get some rebounds.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Braylon's waited a long time to get back on this court after the injury last year. This free throw is good from Braylon Russ.
Yeah, and has been our second leading scorer here in the first 2 games, Bo, and she's She was coming into her own last year when she went down with the injury, and she come back out in those first 2 games. I think averaged 13 a game, I believe, something like that.
Yeah, something pretty close to it.
Second free throw's good. She had really become Oneida's. I mean, it was probably your second go-to at one point, and then she got hurt.
Yep.
Back the other way, Sells fires up a 3. It's good. Casey Sells knocks down another Clark Range 3-pointer. So when the Lady Indians make a good run and get it close, and Clark Range pulls out another big shot.
Yeah, you can't even leave them just a little bit open because they'll nail one on you.
Ellie West from the left wing, the 3. Glances the iron, no good. And the rebound is going to be Stowers, who turns, lobs it down court to Chloe Rogers. Down on the left wing, Rogers looks at the post, circling back out high. Guarded here by Russ. Fires it over, tipped. And Allie Smith trying to battle for it, and it's out of bounds. Allie wisely pulled up. I don't know if she knew she was doing it or not, but it was touched last by Clark Range, and by pulling up, it becomes Oneida's basketball. 5 minutes to play, 23-point game. Ellie West looks to Smith, and now around to Rayleigh Bush. Here's Ellie West, the 3, a little bit short this time, but the rebound is going to be Grace Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Rayleigh Bush, who drives the baseline. Bounce feed, works around to Braylon Russ. Her 3, no good. Rebound, Ellie West saves it out to Allie Smith. Her 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, this time collected by Clark Range. Hopkins comes up with it. This big, tall post player dribbles it up court like a guard and takes it to the hoop, can't get it to go. Stowers cleans up the rebound, though. And now here's Hopkins. Has it knocked away this time by Rayleigh Bush, and Ellie West comes up with it. 4:15 to go. Oneida down by 23. It's Grace Shoemaker banking in the 3.
The bank is now open.
So, I don't know. Maybe First National Bank should have taken banked 3s. Or United Cumberland's out there. They could do what they want to do.
Yes.
4 minutes to go. It's a 20-point game. And we have a timeout. Is it a timeout? No, it's just substitution. Sorry.
First National Bank substitution?
No.
Oh.
Oh, Mark's going to monetize something else here. Rogers going to bring it inbounds. And she gets it to Bush. Rips it to the left corner. Stowers. Guess what? 3.
Oh,
good.
My goodness.
Just count it. Just go ahead.
24 for that young lady now.
I mean, so if you were picking a player of the game for Clark Range, isn't it Abby Stowers?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you're not. That's not what you do. But
okay.
But it
I was
certainly.
going to go ahead and call it.
Rachel Elmore gets around to Kelsey Pike. Pike starts right, back left, bounce feed. Terry. Now Rayleigh Bush. She'll look at the 3, banking it in. Back-to-back trips of banked 3s.
Yeah. First National Bank UCB. Banked in 3.
Combination. Now here's Rayleigh Bush going to be called for.
That'll be $200.
61-41. Now Oneida's had a pretty good fourth quarter.
They have.
Here, working.
They have.
But it's,
it got up to
situations
31.
Yeah.
So
it got in danger of a running clock. And that danger seems to have subsided. And now Clark Range works with it. It's poked away by Kelsey Pike, and then Sells just doesn't give up on it. And it'll be a jump ball, and it's going to be Oneida's basketball.
And they don't give up on any loose ball. They're on the ground. And we have been too, but they have been relentless.
Now, night in, night out. Oneida's got good teams in their district, right? Coalfield's a really good team.
Oh, yeah.
Sunbright's been really good. Oneida's got some good teams, Wartburg, that they're going to face. But night in, night out, Clark Range is constantly dealing with Pickett County, Red Bull in Springs. I mean, it's up there on the board.
Jackson
you got Clay County. Well, no, Jackson.
Gordonsville.
Too now. Yeah, but the district, it's Pickett and Red Bull in Springs and Gordonsville and Clay County.
Yeah.
And Clark Range was bounced in their district tournament a year ago.
By Gordonsville.
In the opening round. Yeah, it was just this is a team that has gone all year long ticked off.
Yeah, a team that they had beaten twice in the regular season and pretty good.
So, yeah, they have dwelt on this clearly as Oneida reaches in and fouls here. And they're looking to reflects themselves to the top of this district. But there's a lot of problems up there on that board, Pickett County being the first of those. But Oneida's going to get a taste of that later, too.
Oh, yeah. Pickett County, which we played last year and beat, I think.
Yeah, we got them coming up here in just a couple of weeks, too.
I think it's a week from Friday. As this is going to be Bush driving through. The shot won't go in on the rebound.
That's unusual for
foul
Bush.
on Maddie Bush.
Maddie Bush usually is pretty automatic when she gets down in there and goes in for a layup.
And so Oneida down 20. We'll bring it in. Kelsey Pike will bring it up court. Lucas Laxton back on the camera tonight. He does a great job.
Fantastic.
Bringing you the pictures here this evening on IHSN Sports. Of course, Bo Kidd with the statistics, and Mark and Kevin, and Greg Bond giving up another Monday night to watch two teams play basketball. Because he loves basketball. Down court, this is going to be Abby Stowers laying it off the glass for two.
Yeah, what's that about?
He doesn't love basketball, Mark. He just likes to listen to you.
Who's that?
That's what he told me, Greg Bond.
Oh.
Big fan of yours.
Yeah, most people are.
A minute 30 to go in the fourth quarter, and this is going to be Ellie West from the right corner for three. No good. On the rebound, it's out. Touched last by Maddie Bush.
Greg does a phenomenal job back on the board.
We couldn't do it without him.
No, absolutely not. He does. And he's going to be bringing new things.
There's Grace Shoemaker for three.
Nice.
It's good.
He's going to be bringing.
We neglect to mention Ben Garrett.
Who?
Ben Garrett.
Who's that? Ben Garrett?
He is IH Sports.
Oh, that's right.
And then our newest member we mentioned earlier, Stuart Jones, who's done a great job pulling in some advertisers. Chloe Rogers for three.
Stuart Jones has done a phenomenal job.
Back to a 22-point game. In the closing minute of this one, it's a turnover for Oneida. Chloe Rogers takes it to the other end and lays it off the glass good.
Yeah, those guys, Ben has gotten all this thing together, and Greg, and they put this thing. It's amazing to see where it's at now to where it was at last year.
Yep, or 2 years ago even. So
yeah.
Now with the basketball, Oneida with 30 seconds to play, or where we were 2 years ago, I guess we'd say.
Right.
Yeah. So West goes to the corner to Elmore. And she's going to be called for the travel. So we're talking like we're done, but we're not. We've got another game to go. Yeah. Boys action is coming up next. Usually we get a better balanced effort here in the boys game at Clark Range. And in fact, Mark, I think you're going to go out there and say Oneida should be picked to win this boys game
I would
tonight.
think so.
So that was Mark that said that.
Although they played us tough at our place last year.
Putting the expectations on.
Yeah.
Clark Range going to dribble out this clock with a 24-point win. They'll be at our place later. Can the Lady Indians close the gap on this Clark Range team like they did a year ago? They've got a lot of things they found out tonight to work on, and Coach West will certainly go do that. We will take a break as this score goes final, telling you the final from Clark Range High School. It is the Clark Range Lady Buffaloes 68, the Oneida Lady Indians 44.
Keith Markham from Markham's Furniture and Appliances.
I'd like to invite you to come shop with us at Markham's Furniture and Appliances. Been in business since 1949, locally owned, family owned. We offer the largest selection of furniture and appliances in Scott County. We offer the same-day delivery. Financing is available with a finance company. If you don't see what you like, we're always glad to special order it. Appliances we can normally have within a week. Furniture normally would take about 4 to 5 weeks if we special order it. Thank you.
What's the best tool in the toolbox? The one you're going to use the most. The one that you're the most comfortable with, the one that you have the most confidence in. It's the same way with banks. You're going to use the bank that you're most comfortable with, the bank that you have the most confidence in, the bank that you feel very comfortable in going talking to a loan officer and asking about a mortgage or presenting a business plan and getting a straightforward answer.
Located at 205 East 3rd Avenue in Oneida, Mark's Family Pharmacy is open 6 days a week with a drive-through window for your convenience. But we're more than just a pharmacy. Check us out for gift ideas like plush animals, Candleberry Company candles and fragrances, designer earrings, caps, toys, and more. There's something for everyone at Mark's Family Pharmacy. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it. And daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's. Country cooking and great steaks.
And welcome back to the Danny King Lumber post-game wrap-up for the girls' game. Danny King Lumber, great people, great prices. Phone 569-1430. And Bo, you've got our final game statistics.
Clark Range on the night, 25 of 50 from the floor for 50%, 12 of 25 from 3 for 48%, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 85.7% on the night. They were led by Addie Stowers, 26 points on 10 of 15 shooting, 6 of 11 from deep. 26 points, 4 rebounds for that young lady. Chloe Rogers had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Also had 3 steals. Maddie Bush, 7 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, 2 steals. Lauren Schode had 6 points with a rebound on the night. Casey Sales had 7 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists on the evening, along with 3 steals. Ashton Napier had 2 points on the night, along with Katie Hopkins with 4. For the Indians, 15 of 47 from the floor, 31.9% from the field, 23% from 3, shot 6 of 26 from deep, 8 of 10 from the line. They were led on the night by Kelsey Pike. She had 14 points, 2 rebounds on the evening. Following her was a trio of Lady Indians with 7 points each. Rayleigh Bush, she had 7 points on the night along with 3 assists. Analia Terry, 7 points, 8 rebounds on the night with 2 assists as well. And then Braylon Russ, 7 points, 6 rebounds on the night along with a steal. Grace Shoemaker added 6 points off the bench with 3 rebounds and a couple of steals. And Allie Smith with 3 points on the evening to wrap it up for Oneida's scoring. Oneida was forced into 16 turnovers on the night. Clark Range only with 10 on the evening. And overall, Oneida did outscore Clark Range there in the fourth quarter, but just too little too late. That huge 21-3 run there between the end of the first quarter and midway through the second quarter was just huge for Clark Range.
All right, thank you, Bo. We'll take a break and be back to the Danny King Lumber post-game summary of the girls' game right after this.
First National to me it's a core memory growing up, and it is something that's always been a part of my life.
We renovated this building and opened this business. We were looking to source as much as we could locally, and what is more local than First National Bank of Oneida? First National Bank is very involved with a lot of the local community events and supporting of businesses. We've seen them involved with the fair and the sports locally and other things that I think is just indicative of the local community being supported by the local bank.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to the Danny King Lumber post-game wrap-up of the girls' game. Joining us now, Tim Smith is with Coach Marv West.
All right. The Lady Indians come to Clark Range. It was a good first quarter. Got out to a lead and were able to do pretty well in that first quarter, but the second quarter caused you some problems, and then, of course, it extended on in.
Well, how many times have you seen it, Tim? You've been doing this longer than I've been coaching. If you leave Clark Range girls open, they make shots. You better be moving on the flight of the ball, getting to where you need to be. And we don't do that. We are a second, if not 2 seconds late, reacting way too much. And it's either one of two things. We're not fast enough or we're not in shape enough, well, to do it, or maybe even this, we don't care if we do it. I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. And it boggles my mind that we just continually allow stuff like that. And I told them that Saturday. I said, if you do this Monday night, they're going to make the shots. These teams that we played Saturday don't make those shots. They've got 5 kids on the floor. Even when they sub in, they got 5 kids that can make open threes.
Of course, this is a Clark Range team that got bounced in the district and has sat on that for a year.
Oh, I'm sure. And it's the majority of them are back.
Right. And so, I mean, they're looking to establish their presence. So, I mean, but certainly a year ago, it wasn't so different when you played them here and you were able to make it an 8-point game at home. What do you have to do between now and then?
Get tougher. And I've preached it since this summer. We had a good summer. We showed what we're capable of at times. But the last day of summer camp, we had a few people that were hurting, blisters on the feet, tired, and we laid down that last day. And I said, this is what I've been preaching about. This is who we've got to quit allowing ourselves to be. And and I love them. I've got an awesome bunch of girls. I don't mean to talk bad about that because they're great kids. But that may be the problem. We're too nice. I don't know. I don't get why we allow ourselves to fall into the mindset of allowing other teams to do whatever they want when we are capable of more. If we weren't capable, if I didn't have girls, I guarantee you if I put Allie Smith and Rayleigh Bush running against those girls in sprints, they beat them. I guarantee it. Where's that speed within the game? We've got to recognize that stuff. We got to get that. We got to knock down open shots, missed layups, missed open threes. I mean, you got to hold yourself accountable. I asked them, how many of you have been shooting on your own? None. 1. And you make the time to be that player. I guarantee you they make the time to shoot extra.
The Lady Indians always progress through the season. We'll expect that, but how much of this is, and it's not to take anything away from Clark Range, but how much of it is, if they were wearing Wartburg jerseys, might things be a little bit different, at least in the confidence
I
area.
think this is a tough place to play, not necessarily because the crowd's that loud or whatever. It's just there's an air of confidence for these girls on this court. And, there's nobody in in the state that probably gets more home cooking than that man right there. and I ain't blaming the rest for the score, because I promise you this, they had nothing to do with us giving up open looks or whatever. But you know, when I got the technical,
did you deserve it?
That girl had pushed Annaleah right in the back. And we're getting called for this tic-tac stuff, which is fine if you're going to call it. And I was reiterating to the girls, hey, they're calling that, back off and let's be smarter. And I just pushed it. I mean, I didn't say anything, you didn't cuss or anything or whatever, but I said, this is the way you all do this every year when we get here. You wait till he gets a lead and then you'll call stuff for us. And he teed me up.
Just for telling the truth.
I mean, what happened after the technical?
Right. Oh, yeah, it evened it up. I mean, we mentioned that. I'm not a fan of a technical, but it worked.
And I'm not all about it should be even either, because that's not the truth. Sometimes teams are more aggressive and they get more fouls. Yeah. But both groups were being aggressive. Right. So let's do it both ways. Right. I mean, but and what got me too is number one foul down there, and they gave the foul to 32 who was nowhere near. So you tell me that some of this stuff ain't in the back of these refs' heads. It's BS. That would have been her third foul. You just get sick of stuff like that. Let the kids decide the game and move on.
All right, now next up for Oneida, what you got?
We have Campbell County next Monday, and if anybody saw Kingston on there for Tuesday, we don't blame him then. That changed, and I think Bo's updated that on the website and everything. And we need to just keep pumping that out on social media, letting everybody know. But we've got 2 days of practice before Thanksgiving. We're going to practice tomorrow and Wednesday, and we've got to get some stuff right. And the drills we do, what bugs me about some of our mistakes are things we work on every single day. That tells me we're not focused in the drills to making it a habit to where we're just doing it out here. We do rebounding drills. We do layup drills, finishing drills. We do footwork drills. And, I mean, how many walks did we have just taking off? I mean, so that tells me your mind's not right during the drill where you would be correcting this stuff. And we've got to start transferring that stuff to 5-on-5 play.
All right, Coach. We will see you, unless we get to you before, it'll be December the 9th. So have a good Thanksgiving.
Who do we play then?
Yeah, Cofield maybe?
Might be a big one.
Might be. You have a good Thanksgiving.
Well, you too. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Be thankful for all of our blessings.
Absolutely.
In this day and time, if we don't realize how thankful, some of us should be, something's wrong with us.
All right, Coach Marv West, the Danny King Lumber post-game report. Great people, great prices. Phone 569-1430, retail and wholesale lumber, Danny King Lumber. We're just going to keep it right here as we segue into a Baby J's Pizza pregame report for the boys game and a scouting report for the Clark Range boys.
Well, we got a most valuable player, or First National Bank's player of the game.
First National Bank player of the game for the girls. So who is that, Bo?
We went thank you. We ended up going with Annaleah Terry. 7 points on the night with 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Overall, she was just an overall big asset for Oneida in this one tonight. Really was a catalyst on the boards and getting us back into transition. So, Annaleah Terry.
All right, and continuing on the Baby J's Pizza pregame, that was the First National Bank player of the game. We'll name a Trophy Masters Hustle Award into the night. What about the Roarks Pharmacy? Shaped by the unique community we serve. Can you give us a 30-second scout on Clark Range?
1-4 on the year coming into tonight's contest, and all those are Hall of Champions contests, Hall of Fame games kind of thing. So they're definitely hungry to try to get back into that win column. Oneida's still looking for their first win of the year after a couple of losses this weekend to David Crockett, and Fulton shot very well in that first game against David Crockett. Just got a little cold in the second half, but David Crockett also got hot as a nuclear bomb in the second half against us. It was tied up after 3 quarters, and they ended up pulling away for a 16-point win. So that tells you a lot on that one.
All right, there's your Roarks Pharmacy, shaped by the unique community we serve. Scouting report for this boys game here on the Baby J's Pizza pregame report for the boys. What's next, Kevin?
It's now time for the McDonald's starting lineups.
McDonald's, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
You didn't do it.
Let us do the cooking. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The starters for
here we
the
go.
Oneida Indians tonight in the brand new home orange, bright, clean orange uniforms with the white numerals trimmed in gray. Starting tonight, Mason Keaton, Grady Keaton, Caden Rector, Gavin Keaton, and Zeb Spradlin. That's your 5 starters for the Oneida Indians tonight on the road in the first game that's going to count in the stats here at Clark Range. Lady Indians open up 0-1, Clark Range 1-0 on the season. Now boys will get set for the starting lineups. You see the light show taking place here tonight for the Clark Range Buffaloes for Coach Jermaine McElvain, thank you. So the starters for Clark Range in their home white uniforms with blue numerals trimmed in gold. They're naming all of the non-starters first for Coach McElvain. And now it's going to be the starting lineup for Clark Range here at home tonight. And they weren't sure of the 5 when we talked to them a few moments ago, so we're going to learn this as you do. The starting lineups for Clark Range. First up will be Jack Cordell. He wears number 12. Collier Bush wears number 5. Also for Clark Range, number 15, Brighton Swallows. Number 15 for Clark Range. Next up, number 0, Chris Beatty for the Buffaloes. And the final starter for Clark Range here tonight, wearing number 1, will be Case Cordell. And that is your McDonald's starting lineups.
And McDonald's serves breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Let us do the cooking.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
There you go.
Yeah.
With it. Brighton Swallows will tip it with Zeb Spradlin. Oneida moves left to right here as we start game number 1 for the Oneida boys. Coach Jacob King's team versus Coach Jermaine McElvain's team. And here with the basketball, Mason Keaton goes over to Caden Rector. Rector puts the ball on the floor. Looks over to Keaton now in the corner. Grady Keaton, the freshman shot won't go. The rebound, Gavin Keaton can't gather it in. So if you're scoring at home, 3 Keatons, a Rector, and a Spradlin. That's what we're looking at here in the starting lineups tonight. And Oneida will be in full court 2-2-1 pressure against the Clark Range Buffaloes. As Clark Range works through it, it's a steal by Caden Rector. He'll lay it off the glass. No good. Backside rebound. Zeb Spradlin for 2. And Oneida has the lead, 2-0. Continuing to work full court pressure here against Clark Range. And the Buffaloes are in front court. This is Cordell. Now the ball's on the deck. Ball's knocked free. Rector again. And then it's loose again by Cordell. Cordell harassed by Gavin Keaton, who goes to the floor to hustle for it. My goodness, the floor burns already taking place here. And a little scrappiness going after these 2 teams. It's going to be fun, I think.
Well, I could have told you the Indians is going to get after you defensively for sure.
So the arrow will give it back to Clark Range. Less than a minute gone in this one. And the Buffaloes with the basketball. Collier Bush directing traffic against Grady Keaton. Pass goes over on the right side. And this is going to be Jack Cordell. Now to the left side. Beatty guarded here by Mason Keaton. They work it back around. Look at this man-to-man defense by the Indians. Beatty kicks it to the corner for a 3-pointer from Swallows. No good. Rebound tipped by Gavin Keaton. They try to control it. He takes it away. They get it down court to Grady Keaton. Banking it off the glass. Good. The freshman.
I'm telling you, he's pretty good, isn't he?
A minute and a half in, it's 4-0. And now a shuffle of the feet, and Clark Range turns it over. Jack Cordell. And I think Clark Range is a little bit scattered here. Flustered, yeah. And Oneida's big and tall, too. I mean, this lineup compared to Clark Range, Oneida's got them outside just about every position for the most part, as Mason Keaton has over in the right corner. Oneida already up 4-0, and now Keaton goes around to Grady Keaton out top.
That press tends to do that to you. It makes you make mistakes and turn the ball over.
Now the Indians in the half court. How do they operate in this? We know they like to get out and run. What about that half court? And Oneida turns it over in the half court here. So, I mean, it's 2 minutes into the season, and maybe I'm looking for trouble. I don't know. You tell me, Mark.
No.
This team, half-court team 2, can we do it all?
I think we can.
All right. So back the other way, Clark Range takes it down. And, oh, my goodness, here in Clark Range, Gavin Keaton is able to get over and draw a charge call.
Well, it's not the girls' team.
Yeah, what is that about?
I mean, I'm still a little surprised. Keaton got over. I mean, it was close. That's a close call. And it goes the Indians' way here in a 4-0 game. Probably the Indians' early hustle nets them that call maybe. I don't know. Here's Mason Keaton down into the paint. Kicks it out. Gavin Keaton for 3. It's good. Hey, we haven't even gotten to really see Gavin Keaton play since middle school.
No, we haven't. He's been injured, and getting him back, and he can shoot the dadgum lights out of it.
And now Clark Range turns it over against the press. It is good to see him, and Clark Range wants a timeout. It's a First National Bank timeout. 5:29 to play first quarter. Oneida 7, Clark Range 0.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Welcome back. It is Oneida with the basketball out of a timeout. And Gavin Keaton gets it around to Grady Keaton. Now back to Mason. 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. Gavin Keaton had a momentary look at the basket from three-point range. Oneida now putting it on the floor again. This half-court offense for the Indians. Keaton drives to the baseline, pulls up for the jumper, no good. Rebound tapped out, kept alive by Grady Keaton. Clark Range touches it in rear court, and it's Grady Keaton who comes up with it. Now back to Mason Keaton. Skip pass to the corner, Gavin Keaton. Grady, Mason, top of the key, bouncing through, bounce it off the glass for Gavin Keaton. It's good.
Keaton. You're going to hear that a lot this year, I promise.
It's just going to have to be first names, apparently. We have a pushing foul. Oneida called for the foul here. This one will be against Zeb Spradlin.
Yeah, and Coach Pike trying to tell Zeb to get in front of that,
Clark Range working with the basketball, and they get a shot. It's going to be up. It's good, and a foul on Gavin Keaton. So Clark Range, Jack Cordell knocks down the shot, gets the contact, and will go to the line for a free throw.
Yep.
That makes it a 7-point game, 9-2.
Did you have to take your shoes off there?
I keep getting messages. I'm sorry. So it's a free throw is good. It's a 6-point game. Grady Keaton down court, shot no good.
In
the follow by Zeb Spradlin is good, and I just saw some high emotion from Zeb Spradlin with a little fist pump. He's ready for this year, isn't he?
Yes, sir. Zebby's senior year, baby.
All right, he gets the 2 to go. Going to try to make it a 3-point play here. Zeb Spradlin eyes the mark, and the senior's free throw won't go, and on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on Caden Rector. We're going to see the first substitution. Mark, you may recognize this young man.
Who is that guy?
In the red hair tonight.
Red
this
hair.
is going to be Hayden Bronner.
Big H. HB, baby.
And now Clark Range will work it inbounds against this 2-2-1 full court press. Buffalo's trying to diagnose it, bouncing through it. Bronner tips it for the steal ahead to Mason Keaton, who lays it off the glass good. A lot of energy from this Oneida team halfway through the first quarter. 13-3 Indians. Clark Range gets it into front court, and now it's going to be batted out of bounds by Zeb Spradlin. This has to be smothering and frustrating.
Oh, you know it. I mean, you can tell. They're just worried to death. Where's the next one coming from?
Case Cordell going to bring it in from the baseline for the Buffaloes. Gets it over into the corner. driving through. Here's a foul on
nice
Zeb
play.
Stradlin, and
Nice
it was
play.
a nice drive by Brighton Swallows. He gets to 2, and he gets fouled by Zeb Spradlin, kind of swapped across the head trying to get at the basketball.
And Swallows got some space in there when he went up for the shot, just enough where Zeb couldn't block his shot, but Zeb picks up the foul.
So here comes Sam Bell into the game.
Mr. Excitement.
Free throw coming from Brighton Swallows is good. Sam Bell going to quickly get it out of the cylinder and get it into Mason Keaton. Ahead to Grady Keaton for the layup, no good, but he draws a foul. Oneida, I don't know if those of you who've watched Coach Jacob King coach, you may have heard him say push.
Just a
550
few times.
And
That's
so
a quarter.
The Indians are certainly doing that tonight. Getting the basketball up court. Grady Keaton's first free throw won't go. He'll have another.
Over in Anderson County on Saturday, you saw this throughout the entirety of the game. They never stopped.
Yeah. Keaton's second free throw good. It's an 8-point game. Clark Range going to bring it in against this pressure from Oneida. Full court man pressure here. Well, nope, back to the 2-2-1, I guess. So now Clark Range. Case Cordell's going to bring it down court. His pass tipped. Clark Range works around, and it's going to be Cullen Bush for 3. No good. Rebound. Bronner immediately wheels and gets it to Grady Keaton for the shot. Blocked away by Bush, and then it's going to be taken by Clark Range Lane Bird. Now they get it into front court with the basketball for Clark Range. It's going to be a deep three-pointer, up and no good. Rebound tipped by Grady Keaton, kept alive and then knocked out of bounds by Clark Range. It'll be Oneida basketball, and here's Jarek Hewling returning to the court
The
in
J
the
train.
basketball uniform.
Yeah, we haven't seen 2-3.
Well, we went without him last year, so Jarek Hewling is back in for his senior year. In an 8-point game with 3 minutes to go. And now driving, Mason Keaton through traffic, lays it off the glass good.
With the left hand. Pretty.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's a double-digit Oneida lead. Down court, Bronner working against the defender. The bounce feed comes over. Oneida rotating with each pass. Clark Range picks it up, and it's going to be Beatty. Now out
Nice
for
shot.
a three-pointer from Case Cordell. It's good. Clark Range, I'm in admiration here as the Buffaloes are staying calm and hanging close. You know, they had a rough game against us a year ago, but they're doing a nice job against this pressure here tonight, trying to ride out the early emotion. Here's Mason Keaton for 3. It's going to be short. Rebound. It's going to be tipped, and then Caden Rector picks up his second foul. And for Oneida, Grady Keaton will check back in.
Yes, pump it down there to old 3-2. Got to get it inside to old Bronner. Bronner can make things happen down low. And that's what Coach King's telling them right now.
Clark Range will bring it in a 7-point game. The Buffaloes, Case Cordell looks over to Collier Bush in rear court, back to Cordell, into a double team. Bounce feed comes over, and now driving the baseline. Clark Range rips it to Swallows in the corner. The 3 is no good. The rebound, Sam Bell harassed as he works for the rebound. And he's finally a foul is called on Lane Bird before things got chippy.
Yep.
Well, maybe not before things got chippy.
Yeah, Bell was fixing to get nasty right there. Yeah, he brings excitement every time he comes onto the floor.
Bell's going to bring it into Mason Keaton. 7-point game. Keaton will bring it into front court inside 2 minutes to play in the first half. Keaton works to Hewling on the left wing. They double him. Back to Keaton, around now to Grady Keaton. Back on the floor with it, driving through. He tries to dish to Bronner, and it's Clark Range coming away with the loose basketball into front court. They get it over to Bush, and now Cordell on the floor with it, back to Collier Bush. And now Swallows with the basketball. 7-point game. Swallows hits Cordell, cutting to the basket. Shot good, and he's fouled. They're going to call this one on Hayden Bronner.
Yeah. Yep. That's his first, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Hayden's first.
Hayden's first, team 6, though. So Clark Range will be in the bonus with 1:24 to go in the first quarter. The free throw from Case Cordell is good, and we've got a 4-point game. So for all the hustle and effort we've seen from the Indians. Clark Range just towed the line, held things in check, and cut it to 4 calmly.
They certainly have. Not shaking them up much here.
Mason Keaton goes over to Jarrett Hewling. Hewling back to Keaton. Mason for 3. Glances the iron. No good. Rebound kept alive. Sam Bell gets it out to Mason Keaton, who drives to his right. Pulls up. 2-point jumper good.
Yeah,
Coach McIlvain hates a second chance like that.
Yeah, and he's about unstoppable right there in the paint.
Hewling gets in the passing lane, deflects it, and now Swallows with the basketball, going to be hip checked. That'll be Oneida's 7th foul, and it will put Broughton Swallows at the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Really, I kind of figured they would have called that before then, because we was beating on him pretty good.
So a 6-point game. Swallows stands in for 1-and-1. The first free throw is good. Makes it a 5-point game with 50 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah,
first quarter make that.
That relentless defense got them down 7-0 early, but they've held their own and battled back into 4 points.
Back to a 4-point game. Oneida in front court. Keaton top of the key. That's Gavin around to Grady, and now cutting. Hewling tries to dump it down to Sam Bell. Loose basketball, and we've got a blocking foul on Clark Range somehow in this tangle. It will be Case Cordell.
And that was his second.
That's his second.
Yeah, he went to the floor. I thought that was just a hustle play right there by Cordell.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, I think so.
But we'll take it.
Absolutely.
With a 4-point lead in the basketball here, Mason Keaton flicks it into Sam Bell. Now the offense sets in motion. Bell drives the lane all the way through for the layup. Good. Lost it over the rim with a finger roll. And now it's going to be Collier. Down court, Swallows, pass deflected, and now out of bounds, touch last as Hewling tangled with Case Cordell for it.
How about old Sammy B?
It will be Cordell to bring it in bounds, and a quick look at 3 for Bird. He knocks it down. It's a 3-point contest, 20-17. Mason Keaton will bring it forward with 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Oneida by 3. Gavin Keaton sets a pick. Mason starts right, continues that way, little jump stop and travel. He came down, wanted to dish to Sam Bell, and Swallows got a hand in the passing lane, and Mason took a couple of steps and turns it over.
Yeah,
so for all this, Clark Range with a shot to tie it with 2 seconds, 1 second. A 3-quarter court shot is short. End of the first quarter, your score, it's Oneida 20, Clark Range 17.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made Metal Monster. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would have made your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail sleep. Stat. Go ahead, Kim.
Yeah. And welcome back to Clark Range as the Indians lead it by 3 after 1, 20-17.
Oneida 9 of 15 from the floor in the first quarter for 60%. Just 1 of 4 from 3, but they have forced 5 turnovers there in the first quarter there for Clark Range. Clark Range shooting 50% also, though, from the floor, 5 of 10, but 5 of 5 from the free throw line.
So on the Twin Cave scoreboard, it is 20-17, Oneida in the lead. And it will be Oneida's basketball. Start the second. Mason Keaton, Jarrett Hewling, Sam Bell, Grady Keaton, Gavin Keaton. For Clark Range, Collier Bush, Case Cordell. Change that, Collier Bush not out there. Brighton Swallows, Case Cordell, Jack Cordell, Lance Bird, and Chris Beatty.
They got as many Cordells, we got Keatons.
Almost. Case Cordell is called for the foul here.
That's his second or third, isn't it?
I've got 3.
3.
Yeah, they're leaving him out there. And they're trying to get the coach's attention from the scoreboard here, or from the scoring bench. Here's Grady Keaton driving. Shot won't go. Rebound tip, kept alive. Gavin Keaton out-strengthens for it, but then his shot is blocked away by Clark Range, and here come the Buffaloes in transition. Case Cordell shot good. He splits defenders. It's a 1-point game. Oneida in the lead, 20-19. Mason Keaton back the other way, and a raucous crowd here in this boys game at Clark Range getting behind their team. Oneida working in front of the student section right here, right now. Hewling looks free throw line. Gavin Keaton, Bell, his pass tipped and recovered by Grady Keaton to Mason Keaton. He'll work to the baseline. He tries to bounce feed through, and it's tipped and stolen, and they say Mason was stepping out of bounds when he touched it.
Sloppy basketball by the Indians right now.
Clark Range going to have the ball with a chance to take the lead here. And they get it in to Collier Bush. Bush, bounce feed, blocked back out of bounds by Jarek Hewling. Scrappy Clark Range crew.
Yes, they are. It was last year. I just don't think they've got a real deep bench.
So Collier Bush with the basketball. Firing down under the basket. Gavin Keaton pokes it away out of bounds. It will remain Clark Range basketball.
Good heads-up play there by Gavin. Got a nice first step down there.
And we've got Caden Rector back in for the Indians. Next up for Oneida will be a week from tonight. They host the Campbell County Cougars for the home opener. 20-19, Oneida by 1. Clark Range is not led in this game, but they have an opportunity here. Beatty on the drive. Gets the bounce feed over, shooting for the lead. It glances the iron, no good. Rebound, Jarek Hewling. Makes it his rebound. Now a 3-on-1 break. Hewling fakes the pass to the right, passes to Bell for the layup left. Good.
Don't you like seeing that out of Jarek Hewling?
Absolutely.
Missed that.
Now Clark Range works in rear court. Oneida senses it's time to put pressure on, and Keaton's going to be called for the foul as he goes for the steal here against Collier Bush. Hayden Bronner will return to the floor.
Feed the beast.
Going to have free throws, though, first for Clark Range. They'll shoot 1 and 1 here in a 3-point game. It will be Collier Bush to the free throw line.
What are we from three land?
1 of 4.
Free throw good from Collier Bush. Makes this a 2-point game, 22-20.
That's nice.
Second free throw coming from Bush. That one's good too. 6:10 to go in the first half. It's a 1-point lead for Oneida here at Clark Range. 22-21. Now Oneida in front court with the basketball. Rector to Hewling. Bell and Keaton tries to get over to Bronner. Cleaned up by Rector. They reverse it around. Keaton left corner for 3. Short. Rebound. Clark Range picks it away, looking for the lead. Bird down court. Bird drives, lays it off the glass, and it's the lead for Clark Range.
We had 4 standing in the paint that didn't do a thing.
So Oneida had a strong burst to start this game off, but Clark Range has worked their way back into it, and they get a steal here.
That's a travel.
It's Hewling working against Bush, and now down court. Could have been a kick on Bronner, and now Hewling, what do we got? Blocking foul going to be called against Jack Cordell of Clark Range. That'll put Oneida at the line for a 1-and-1. Indians move into the bonus here with Jarek Hewling. Oneida trailing by 1. Indians want a timeout, and they'll get it. First National Bank timeout with 5:17 to play in the first half. It is Clark Range 23, Oneida 22.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic tanks available, poured on site at our Oneida plant with quality you expect from Twin K products, and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
No, they've only got 5 rebounds total.
And welcome back. Bo, you got a stat for us?
8 rebounds to 5 right now, Oneida to Clark Range, but Oneida with 4 offensive rebounds in this first half.
Hewling, front end of 1-1 is no good. Clark Range will maintain the lead. Oneida will press them off of this miss. Clark Range gets it into front court, spinning down on the baseline. Beautiful move from Jack Cordell for the lay-in and the 3-point lead for Clark Range with 5 minutes to play in the first half.
Oh, they're feeling it right now, and we just keep making mistake after mistake.
Rector gets it over to Hewling. Hewling looks for Mason Keaton at the free throw line, puts it on the floor, drives, shot, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Buffaloes, and now they'll lob it ahead. Brighton Swallows with the basketball, attacks the paint, driving down, a little hesitation. Sam Bell blocks it away, and now Swallows comes back up with it, pitches it out for a 3, no good. Rebound, Keaton knocks it to the baseline. Clark Range grabs it as they're going out of bounds with Jack Cordell. It'll be Oneida's basketball.
Yeah, they're out hustling us a little bit right now.
Hewling will bring it in to Mason Keaton. 4.5 to play in this first half. Clark Range leads 25-22. Oneida works for the basketball. Rector looks at Jarek Hewling at the free throw line. He turns and shoots a 2, no good. Rebound, Brawner spinning, gets it back out to Hewling, around to Keaton. Keaton drives the baseline, looks at the cutting Hewling for the layup, no good. Rebound, battled for, and it's going to be Clark Range with it, and then Hewling called for the foul. Clark Range will shoot a 1-1. It will be Lane Bird coming down to shoot 1-1. With 4:02 to play in the first half. Oneida down 3, and Lane Bird going to try to push it further than that.
Yeah.
First free throw from Bird. Banks it in.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Coach King's right. We can't make baskets was just a statement that he made, and he's right. We cannot.
So it's a 4-point game. Second free throw is no good. Rebound is Hayden Brawner to Sam Bell. And now Caden Rector. Rector will bring it into front court. Pass comes over to Mason Keaton. Keaton back to Rector. The tap pass to Grady Keaton for the turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound. The freshman pitches it to Sam Bell. Now back to Keaton, turnaround jumper. This one's short as well, and then Clark Range bobbles it out of bounds. It will be Oneida basketball. Jalen Butler checks into the game for Lane Bird. Oneida lobs it into Hayden Brawner, and he banks it off the glass good. Stopping the bleeding.
Yeah. I think
makes it a 2-point game. Finally some scoring for Oneida here this quarter.
Probably do that a little more.
Back the other way. Clark Range with the basketball. Down in the corner, Swallows. Passing through, backs out top of the key. Now pitches it over to Collier Bush. Bush on the floor with it. Bounce feed in. Brawner taps it away. Loose basketball. Rector tries to save it in, and it's who touched it last? Clark Range. It was Jalen Butler gotten a hand on it as it goes out of bounds. So Oneida gets the ball. Down 2 now. Mason Keaton will bring it into Sam Bell. With 3 minutes to go in the first half. Keaton. Right side. Looks free throw line. Grady Keaton, who turns. Shot in the paint. Good. And he was fouled. So the freshman knocks down the 2 to tie it. And now he'll go to the line to try to take the lead as Jalen Butler's called for the violation.
Nice. Grady's solid in there. He's solid.
Free throw good.
And it's not going to do anything but get better and better as the season progresses.
Oneida back in the lead, 27-26. And now Clark Range will bring it back into front court with Collier Bush. Bush driving into the paint. Bounce feed. Butler was cutting to the top of the key. Miscommunication between teammates there, and it's a Clark Range turnover.
Yeah. Just keep the pressure. Keep the pressure. Good defense.
Going to be Gavin Keaton checking in for Hayden Brawner here. 2:44 to play in the first half. Mason Keaton gets the inbounds, and he'll bring it across midcourt. Pass goes over to Caden Rector. Now back to Mason Keaton. Grady Keaton can't hang on to the pass. It's going to be Clark Range back the other way, laying it off the glass, taking the lead. Jack Cordell, 28-27 now, back the other way. Good, and Clark Range takes the timeout. 1:12 to play in the first half. A First National Bank timeout. It is Oneida 34, Clark Range 28.
One of the things we do with our loans here, if you come to me with a loan request, I'm going to start that process with you, make sure you know the information that I need on hand and be able to make a decision here and give them the information so that they can help make the decision on what they want to do with their loan, what they want to do with their financial future, and we help facilitate that. You know, we decide here what we do to help grow our community. My name is Mike Baird. I'm a loan officer with United Cumberland Bank here at the Oneida office.
Welcome back to Clark Range as the Indians enjoying a 34-28 score here at 1:12 to go in the half.
Clark Range out of a timeout, First National Bank timeout. They've got the basketball. And it's Lane Bird into front court, fires the pass over, and it's going to be Beatty. Beatty, his pass deflected, but it's right to the hands of Lane Bird, who drives for the shot. No good, but he draws the foul from Sam Bell. Lane Bird will go to the line to shoot two. With 53 and a half seconds remaining in the first half. Oneida leads 34-28. Lane Bird will stand in. What are they doing from the free throw line tonight, Bo, these Clark Range Buffaloes, as he hits this one?
I believe, I hit the wrong button, sorry. Perfect, 9 of 10.
9 of 10. This next one, 10 of 11. Lane Bird. They're not going to miss many down here.
No.
4-point game, 50 seconds to play in the first half. Mason Keaton will bring it across midcourt for the Indians. Keaton sets the offense in motion, leaning to the right. Pass comes over to Caden Rector. Now Keaton goes flashing through. Gavin Keaton comes over to set a pick. Rector works off of it and gets it down to Gavin Keaton. He's going to back his way down against the defender, kind of shoulders his way past for the shot up, won't go. Rebound contested by Oneida, but it's going to be Clark Range with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Clark Range into front court, Swallows with the bounce feed over to Beatty. Beatty driving through, a little out of control. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Beatty comes up with it though. He gets it out. They reverse it around for a three-pointer that is no good. Oneida will have it with 6 seconds remaining in the first half. Indians, Gavin Keaton will bring it in to Mason Keaton. Clark Range is backed off. Now Keaton sets the clock in motion with 4, 3, 2 seconds. Mason Keaton to Gavin Keaton for 3. No good. And that's the end of the first half. It's a 4-point Oneida lead as we take the break here at halftime. Get set for the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report with your score on the Twin K scoreboard. Oneida 34, Clark Range 30.
Forget the bucket. Stop buying those expensive car care products. For a supreme clean, visit TNT Car Wash in Oneida. TNT Car Wash features the latest in touch-free car wash technology. TNT's touchless automatic wash bays are tough on road grime, but gentle on your car's finish. These feature-packed automatics give you complete control of the wash, including a wheel brush option. Want to wash it yourself? TNT also has traditional wash bays. And don't forget the interior, both vacuum and shampoo stations available. For a dynamite clean, TNT Car Wash, Oneida.
Bill Armstrong with the Big South Fork Air Park. 15 years now we've been in Scott County, and a customer of First National Bank 15 years. It's important to us to use a community bank. First National Bank has always been our bank. They're large enough to service any needs you have, but there's a sense of community here. It's nice doing business with people that you know, and they know your name. So that's why we use First National Bank.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mix results. We have certified facility operators and mix design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
And welcome to the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. When today is unpredictable, staying focused on your long-term financial goals matters more than ever. Count on your Ameriprise financial advisor for personalized, goal-based advice to help you navigate now and stay on track for tomorrow. Call Vantage Point Financial Planning, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. You can call them today at 423-569-5055. Once again, that's 423-569-5055. Their offices are located on the 4-lane in Oneida. Now with our first half statistics, Bo Kidd.
Clark Range, 9 of 20 from the floor in the first half for 45%. They're 2 of 10 from deep for 20%. 10 of 11, though, from the charity stripe. That's 91% from the charity stripe. They are led on the evening by Case Cordell and Lane Bird, both young men with 8 points on the night. Bird has 4 assists, 4 rebounds off the bench for Clark Range. Cordell 8 points and a rebound on the night for that young man. We go on down the line. Jack Cordell has 7 points on the night, 5 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist for Brighton Swallows, and 2 points for Collier Bush. For the Indians, 15 of 31 from the floor for 48.4%. 2 of 7, though, from 3 for 28, just under 29%, and only 2 of 5 from the free throw line for 40%. They're led on the night by Mason Keaton. He has 10 points on the evening to go along with 4 assists and a steal. Grady Keaton has 6 points, 2 rebounds on the evening. And then Caden Rector with 5 points and a steal on the night. 5 points, 3 rebounds for Gavin Keaton. And Zeb Spradlin also with 2 points on the night. 4 points for Sam Bell coming off the bench along with a couple of rebounds. 2 points, 3 rebounds for Big Hayden Bronner. The Indians have forced 9 Clark Range turnovers here in the first half, but Oneida has given it up 7 times as well.
All right, thank you, Bo. We're going to take another break, and when we return, we will have the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Hellenwood Foods right after this on your Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report.
Keith Markham from Markham's Furniture and Appliances.
I'd like to invite you to come shop with us at Markham's Furniture and Appliance. Been in business since 1949, locally owned, family owned. We offer the largest selection of furniture and appliances in Scott County. We offer the same-day delivery. Financing is available with a finance company. If you don't see what you like, we're always glad to special order it. Appliances we can normally have within a week. Furniture normally would take about 4 to 5 weeks if we special order it. Thank you.
What's the best tool in the toolbox? The one you're going to use the most, the one that you're the most comfortable with, the one that you have the most confidence in. You know, it's the same way with banks. You're going to use the bank that you're most comfortable with, the bank that you have the most confidence in, the bank that you feel very comfortable in going and talking to a loan officer and asking about a mortgage, or presenting a business plan and getting a straightforward answer.
Located at 205 East 3rd Avenue in Oneida, Mark's Family Pharmacy is open 6 days a week with a drive-through window for your convenience. But we're more than just a pharmacy. Check us out for gift ideas like plush animals, Candleberry Company candles and fragrances, designer earrings, caps, toys, and more. There's something for everyone at Mark's Family Pharmacy. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it. And daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's. Country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. Lady there in black is the PA announcer down here, guys. Of course, you know PA announcer is kind of my passion.
Lady.
Clark Range just has a lady PA announcer. I don't remember what her name is for a while. There's only one other school that we go to that has a lady PA announcer. I'll let you think about that one as Bo catches us up on the Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. Helenwood Foods. This week, guys, half-liter Pepsi products are 3 for $10.
Campbell County gets the win over Sunbright, 67-38. Oliver Springs falls to Greenback, 44-40 in that contest. And Scott High's Lady Highlanders defeat Wartburg, 74-50.
All righty. That's the scores we got for you. Of course, first part of the season games, especially on Monday night, are kind of spread out a little bit. When we start hitting on Tuesdays and Fridays, the Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard will be a lot more lengthier than that.
Oh, absolutely.
Filled up, yes. First half for the Indians was first quarter for the Indians was really good and exciting. We come in and Bo and get off to a great start, get up 7-0 with that smothering defense, and then they just started slowly chipping away. We missed a few shots, and they started hitting a lot of shots. They never got flustered. This Clark Range bunch, they never got flustered. They just kept on and kept on and kept on. And but as I seen last year, the Indians, just that relentless pressure, and it may not go that way tonight, but that relentless pressure just kept wearing on them as the game went on. And with their bench, they didn't have a very deep bench, and they couldn't hang with the Indians.
Very true. The only thing about it is that relentless pressure early forced a lot of unnecessary fouls for the Oneida Indians, sent Clark Range to the line where they did convert 10 of 11 on those freebies right there. So you got to be aware of that.
Can they keep it up in the second half?
That's the key. And you've got 3 Indians right now with 2 fouls. You've got Caden Rector with 2, Zeb Spradlin with 2, and 1, 2, and Jared Hewling also has 2.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, and that will conclude this segment of the Vantage Point Financial Halftime Report. We're now ready for the third quarter to get started. So the voice of the Indians, Tim Smith.
So that first game, Rayleigh Bush was your First National Bank Player of the Game. We'll have a boys First National Bank Player of the Game, and we'll have a Trophy Masters Hustle player named later tonight. Could be one of the Lady Indians, could be one of the Indians. We'll find out. Clark Range with the basketball to start this third quarter. You see the Twin K scoreboard has Oneida up 4, 34-30. Clark Range can't knock down the baseline jumper to start things off here in the second half, and Oneida will bring it the other way. Mason Keaton, double team, fires to the baseline to Sam Bell, who hits Grady Keaton, who pulls up and hits a 2-point jumper in the paint.
Man, he's so smooth in there. Just for a freshman, Grady Keaton pulls up in the paint for the third time, I believe, tonight, and puts one down.
Back the other way, Oneida loses Chris Beatty, and Beatty loses that 6-point lead to a 4-point lead as he lays it off the glass uncontested. Back the other way, Oneida with the basketball. Rector starts to his right. Pass comes back over to Mason Keaton. Now Rector takes a dribble, Calls for help down in the corner, Sam Bell. Bell drives, bounce feed, trying to get it to Grady Keaton. And
I think we actually got away with a kickball there, and they called it on them.
Yeah.
We did, and called it on them.
Wow.
Good.
It hit Grady Keaton in the foot.
It did.
Clearly. But now Oneida will bring it in from the baseline. Out top, Sam Bell. Grady Keaton on the right wing. Driving through, finds Caden Rector. Rector goes to the corner, touch pass in, Spradlin backing his way in. Shot contacted, but right to Sam Bell. His shot won't go. Rebound, Zeb Spradlin back up. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Mason Keaton. Back up with the shot. No good, but he's fouled. A lot of second chances there for the Indians. Offensive rebounds for Oneida.
Yeah, and that's you got to work to get those offensive rebounds, and the Indians just outworked them right there. Good job by those guys down there. Mason Keaton took a shot there and was able to get a rebound, offensive rebound, and go back up and get fouled.
Brighton Swallows with the foul. Mason Keaton with 2 free throws. First one won't go. He'll have a second one. In a 4-point game, neither one.
That's unusual.
Neither one falls, but Swallows has it knocked off his knee by Sam Bell. They get it to Grady Keaton for 3. Good. Grady Keaton knocks down the three-pointer. It's 7 points.
He just strokes it.
Back the other way. This is Chris Beatty into the paint. Probably slid to a halt. Kicks it to the baseline. Nice 2-point jumper by Jack Cordell. Makes it a 5-point game.
And they just keep coming. They keep hitting shots is what they got to do. We hit a big 3, they come back down and hit a 2.
It's a mentally tough Clark Range team.
It is.
Caden Rector for 3, glances the iron, no good. Rebound, this is going to be Chris Beatty, a reflection of a coach usually.
Yep.
Coach McElvain has trained this team to not lose their mind if they're down a little bit, to keep playing hard, and they're doing it.
They certainly are. They don't give up on loose basketballs. They get after you on defense. They take the easy bucket when they can get it, and that's what's kept them in this ball game.
So now Mason Keaton will bring it into front court. Lobs at free throw line. Zeb Spradle has it poked away, though, by Collier Bush, and back the other way. Spradlin blocks the shot away, and it's going to be Swallows with the follow, no good. Rebound, Zeb Spradlin to Rector, ahead to Mason Keaton, pulls up at the elbow for the jumper that's short. Rebound pulled in by Brighton Swallows, and now he'll get it over to Jack Cordell. Lobbing ahead, Swallows. Cross-court pass, and now they get it to the left corner. Beatty for 3, it's good. What a job by Clark Range, knifing it back down to a 2-point game. That's nice ball movement, knowing what they're doing.
Yes, always in position and not folding under all that constant pressure.
Keaton gets it over to Caden Rector. Back to Mason Keaton. Free throw line, Grady Keaton turns for the 2-point jumper, no good, but Zeb Spradlin is able to keep it alive. Grady Keaton drives through, dishes to Spradlin, pump fake, lays off the glass. Good. Zeb got good position and got the lay-in to go. 4-point game. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. It's 41-37. Going to see Gavin Keaton, Hayden Bronner, and Jarek Hewling in a moment. Right now, Clark Range down 4 with the basketball. Bounce feed. Swallows got good position. Then he gets fouled.
That's on Zeb.
Zeb Spradlin.
They give him 3.
So it will be Brighton Swallows to the free throw line for a pair of tosses.
Yeah, looks like we're going. I don't know if Zeb's coming out, but looks like we're going big here.
I'd venture to say probably so. But
first free throw from Swallows is good. Talked about the Lady Buffaloes tough track in district. What about the boys? They got to deal with Clay County.
Oh, yeah.
Pickett County.
Yep.
Gordonsville and Ribble Springs. Those aren't breathers. Second free throw is up from Brighton Swallows, and it's good.
Yeah, you got to be tough to play in this district. You just have to.
So Mason Keaton going to bring it into front court, and they're putting the pressure on now. Bronner down in the corner into a trap, and then Clark Range steals it but comes down out of bounds. Case Cordell.
Yeah, you can't get down in that situation on the corner there and that short corner and get in that situation where you get double teamed and not have a dribble.
Well, and Clark Range just kind of sprung the trap there on Oneida, and now Grady Keaton goes to Gavin Keaton for 3. It's going to be short, and it will go over to Clark Range.
Yep, he had an open look there.
So
Maybe
now
fell away a little bit.
Buffaloes will bring it down court. A three-pointer from Beatty, no good. Rebound spinning around Mason Keaton. Races into front court, kicks to Grady Keaton for three.
Oh, it's money, baby!
Grady Keaton knocks down the three-pointer. It's a 5-point game with 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Back the other way, Beatty to Collier Bush. Bush puts it on the floor. Works to his right. Beatty, bounce feed on the baseline. Leaning into the contact, Jack Cordell. Now they work it back out top to Case Cordell. And now Swallows. Back over to Jack Cordell. Case Cordell on the wing. Looking in as Clark Range shortens this game a bit. The three-pointer is up and no good from Case Cordell. On the rebound, Gavin Keaton's going to have it tied up by Brighton Swallows. Oneida has the possession arrow. Here comes Caden Rector for Mason Keaton. And Rector will bring it up court with 3:08 and ticking in the third quarter. Oneida has led most of the game, but Clark Range has refused to allow Oneida to try to pull away at any point. They've just had answers. And now Oneida dumps it into Hayden Bronner, who turns and lays it off the glass.
There's something new.
Usually has a pretty good percentage, does Hayden, in his shooting. So back the other way, Clark Range down 7 now. Case Cordell to Collier Bush. Deep three, no good. Rebound tipped by Clark Range, but right to Caden Rector. He's got a trio of defenders, and one will push him on the way up court. The one that pushed, I believe, is Chris Beatty.
Yeah, Caden gets in there and finds those rebounds a lot of times. Good job by Caden.
Cleans up the garbage.
He does.
He
does. He does. Did you pump that ball down inside on that post to old 32, man? He's going to score more times than not.
Here's Rector on the left wing. He
There it
lobs
is. There
it
you
down.
go.
32 has it.
Hey, done.
Banking it in. It's the biggest lead of the game for Oneida, I believe. It's a 9-point edge. 48-39, back-to-back Bronner buckets and a timeout. Clark Range takes a First National Bank timeout, 2:08 to play in the third quarter, and it is Oneida 48, Clark Range 39.
First National to me it's a core memory growing up, and it is something that's always been a part of my life.
We renovated this building and opened this business. We were looking to source as much as we could locally, and what is more local than First National Bank of Oneida? First National Bank is very involved with a lot of the local community events and supporting of businesses. We've seen them involved with the fair and the sports locally and other things that I think is just indicative of the local community being supported by the local bank.
There you go. Welcome back to Clark Range. 2:08 to go here in the third. The Indians enjoying a 9-point lead, 48-39.
You know, you do such a good job.
No, I don't.
Can I tell you, Clark Range is not an easy place to get a signal out of, and I think we've had our hitches and glitches a little bit tonight here in this first game. This is probably the toughest one we go through here, so hang with us because it is. We've got a setup with several attempts at different towers, and we can't find anything with too strong a signal inside this gym anyway. So hope you're enjoying the game anyway, as Oneida leads by 9 with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter out of a Clark Range First National Bank timeout. And it's Clark Range turning it over out of that timeout. Oneida's looking for a double-digit lead on this trip. Caden Rector leaves it over with Grady Keaton, who drives baseline, banks it off the glass, no good. The follow by Hayden Bronner is no good. The rebound is going to be pulled in here by Jack Cordell. He'll give it to Collier Bush, who wheels, brings it up court. Now over to the corner, Swallows. Now Case Cordell out to Bush. Back to Case Cordell. His pass deflected, and then they get it out to Brighton Swallows in the right corner. No good. Rebound, Jarek Hewling goes up, hauls it in, and he's fouled. Now there's only been 3 fouls called. This is the 4th in this quarter. That's the 3rd against Clark Range. Oneida with only 1 foul in this quarter. Indians mounted fouls in that first half.
Yeah.
But not this round, not this quarter. With 1:20 to play in the third, Oneida once again will seek a double-digit lead. Grady Keaton goes over to Jarek Hewling. Hewling back over to Keaton, and he lobs it down. Bronner, what do we got?
They were caught on the floor.
Apparently they were impeding Bronner's progress down in the paint. And it will be against Case Cordell. He kind of had a hold of Hayden Bronner, trying to keep him from being able to get the ball.
Man, he just battles so hard, though, don't he? Case Cordell, yeah.
He's outsized down there. He's got no business defending. Here's the inbounds to
Bronner. Hey,
what a
baby.
jumper for Bronner.
Yes, sir. Hey, like that.
Big third quarter for Hayden, and Oneida's got a double-digit lead. 50-39, inside a minute to play in the third quarter. 11-point edge. Oneida now in a 2-3 zone here for the final moments of the third. And as Clark-Range works to diagnose it, they get it around to Beatty, back out top to Bush, and now Case Cordell. This should be in their wheelhouse as Beatty pops open in the paint to pop a 2 and knock it back down to 9.
Nice shot.
And Caden Rector gets the call from the bench with 27 seconds to play in the third. Rector gets it to Hewling. He lobs it down. It's deflected and stolen by Swallows. Swallows comes up with the Oneida turnover and gets it into front court. Pass goes over to Collier Bush. And now Lane. Lane hits free throw line. It's going to be Beatty backing out. Bounce feed now from Beatty. And Cordell's going to be fouled by Caden Rector. What's that on Caden?
It'll be Caden's third.
So Caden will exit and Sam Bell will check in. 6.8 seconds to play. Now Clark-Range will get the ball to start the fourth quarter, so they'd like to get a 2-for-1 here. Lane to work the ball in bounds. Lane Bird. The bounce feed is in. Jack Cordell steps left. And as he attempts the 2-point shot, Bronner is going to be called for the foul. They say he didn't block it, that he swiped him in the contact following the shot. So Jack Cordell goes up. And what's the free throw shooting now for Clark-Range? It has been so good all night. This one's short.
That one's short, makes him 12 of 14.
See, that's only the second miss. I jinxed that sufficiently, Mark.
You did a good job on that.
Stays a 9-point game. Jack Cordell's second free throw.
In there.
It's good. Might be getting a little bit tired in the legs.
Yeah.
You mentioned Clark-Range not quite as deep, not playing as many people as Oneida. As Grady Keaton takes a mid-court three. No good. That's the end of 3 quarters of play. We take the break with your score here in Clark-Range. It's Oneida 50, Clark-Range 42.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Back to Clark-Range. What do you got, Bo?
Back here, Clark-Range Indians, 24 rebounds in the contest compared to Clark-Range's 17. 11 of them are offensive rebounds. 2 from Bronner, 2 from Bell, 2 from Zeb Spradlin, 2 from Grady Keaton. Spreading it out, everybody crashing the boards.
All right, your Twin Cave scoreboard shows Oneida leading by 8 as we head to the fourth and final quarter. Indians trying to start off the season 1-0. Clark-Range trying to come back from an 8-point deficit with 8 minutes to go, and now less. As the clock is ticking, Collier Bush brings it into front court. It's Collier Bush along with Jack Cordell, Lane Bird, Brighton Swallows, and Chris Beatty for Clark-Range. Here is Lane Bird's shot, no good. Rebound, Zeb Spradlin. Gets it to Jarek Hewling in transition. Back to Zeb Spradlin for the shot, good, and he's fouled by Lane Bird. So for Oneida, you heard me mention Hewling and Spradlin. Also out there are Sam Bell, Mason Keaton, and Gavin Keaton.
You know, Zeb brings so much energy when he comes in, and he works so hard. when he's in the ball game. He got in early foul trouble and had to come out and sit out most of the second quarter, but played a real good third quarter.
10-point game. Free throw doesn't go, and here's Clark Range back the other way with 7:15 and ticking in this opening regular season contest. This one counts for reals. Chris Beatty goes to the corner. Three-pointer up from Bird is good. Lane Bird makes it a 7-point game, and yes, the net is caught up here, and Eagle Eye.
They are actually counting those games from the Hall of Champions games.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, Coach King doesn't want to. So,
probably don't want to, but he said he was going to.
So Oneida's girls then are now 2-1. The Oneida boys are 0-2 coming into this one, looking for their first win. Now here's Gavin Keaton down in the post, turning.
That's pretty.
Shooting over the defender, Brighton Swallows. It's good. Back up to a 9-point lead.
Good job by Gavin getting it down in on the post and making something happen.
Beatty's bounce feed poked away by Zeb Spradlin. And then it's going to be Clark Range over to the corner for three. Jack Cordell, good. Cuts it back down to 6. They will not go away. They're like the Undertaker. They rise back up when you get a lead. Here, the Zeb Spradlin with the basketball through the paint. He dishes it over to Sam Bell, and now Gavin Keaton. Now Mason Keaton with the basketball. Mason backing up near midcourt with 6 minutes to go. He'll drive, and he'll be impeded here by Lane Bird on the block, on the hold. That'll be Bird's third, team's 5th. They got one more to give with 5:58 to go. Mason Keaton will work the ball inbounds from the baseline. Looking, fires in. Gavin makes the catch, turns against Swallows, and he used the elbow combination to try to clear space, and Gavin Keaton's called for the charge.
That's probably a pretty good call there. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good call.
Derek Keaton doesn't agree with you. I saw him shaking his head no. Now, if he had been the guy trying to defend Gavin, that'd have been a charge all the way. 5:40 to go in the first half. It's a 6-point game. Here's Clark Range trying to cut in 2 more. Shot won't go. Kept alive by the Buffaloes. They get it to Bird, and it's poked out of bounds by Mason Keaton. Here comes Hayden Bronner, Grady Keaton, Caden Rector, but not before this First National Bank timeout. 5:33 to play. Your score. It is Oneida 54, Clark Range 48.
If you're a DIYer, Lumber King is your supplier. Equipment and tools, we got it. Paint and cleaning supplies, we got it. Rugged apparel and lawn care, we got that too. Visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee to make all your DIY dreams come true.
Welcome back to Clark Range. 5:33 left to go in this one. I got to clear this up right quick. We asked a trivia question earlier. They got a lady PA announcer here. There's only one other team that we play that's got a lady PA announcer.
You're not a lady.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's nice. Oakdale's got a lady PA announcer.
Oakdale. I'm sure everybody out there really was wondering about that.
Kevin,
they don't care.
But Kevin is going to be a granddaddy.
He is going to be a granddaddy.
I act like everybody's
Who's
father
the
around
only
here.
granddaddy PA announcer that we have?
At Oneida.
At Oneida, Kevin Akers.
Yeah, we're going to the trash.
Here we go. It's 54-48, Oneida by 6. Clark Range out of a timeout, and it's going to be a 2-point contest.
Wow.
Or a 2-point shot for a 4-point contest. Jack Cordell, as the Buffaloes keep coming up with answers. They were down by as much as 11, and now Oneida gets to Hayden Bronner for the answer at the other end.
There you go. Keep feeding the beast.
Indians getting the fresh legs back on the court, rotating. 6-point lead with 5 minutes to go. On the floor with it, Collier Bush. He tries to get it inbounds to Swallows, and now they do get it. Swallows on the baseline, spins into a double team, looking for help. And now he fires it over and finds Beatty, who flicks it up no good. Rebound is going to be Mason Keaton. He's fouled. That will be the 7th team foul on Clark Range. Mason Keaton's going to shoot a 1-and-1. Now, Mace missed a couple earlier, and Mark pointed out that's a rare situation.
Yeah, not much. He's probably a career 75% free throw shooter.
We have struggled from the line, though, tonight. 2 of 8.
2 of 8. So now Oneida with a 6-point lead, and Mason Keaton with the front end of a 1-and-1.
There
Good.
it is.
3 of 9. Couldn't happen at a better time.
Yeah, absolutely couldn't.
Usually in big situations, Ole Miss is pretty money.
Earns you another free throw.
Oh!
Takes a lot of rim, but it's good.
Every bit of the rim, twice.
8-point lead now for Oneida. Clark Range against the pressure. Zeb Spradlin pokes it free. Now Grady Keaton with it in a 3-on-2 break. He kicks it out to Mason Keaton. Step back 3.
Oh!
No good. Rebound. And
they're going to get Zeb.
Zeb Spradlin climbing in the back there is going to pick up the foul. That's only the 5th Oneida team foul, though.
Yeah, he climbed him.
But that's 4 on Zeb, though.
So Sam Bell is going to be inserted post haste. Zeb plays hard.
Yes, he plays hard.
And that's kind of the result sometimes.
Yeah, yep, that happens.
Luckily, Oneida deep enough to be able to overcome that, hopefully. Yes. We'll see. Here with the basketball, Collier Bush. He gets to Beatty. Beatty splitting a pair of defenders and now throws it to Mason Keaton, who tried to juggle and save it in, but his momentum carries him out of bounds. It'll be Clark Range basketball down 8.
Man, he just about had that.
4:25 to play. Case Cordell brings it in to Jack Cordell. He's trapped in the corner. He hits Case Cordell. Plants, turns for the 2. No good. Rebound. Tipped by Sam Bell. He'll get it out ahead to Caden Rector. Oneida's got numbers. Rector on the run. Bounce feed. Mason Keaton. Shot won't go first try. The follow by Grady Keaton is good.
He's money in the bank.
10-point game. Back the other way.
That's a horrible call.
Bronner might have had the elbow on the back of the defender is what the call, because he blocked it cleanly, but his left arm might have been on the back of the defender.
There's not that
to pick up the foul.
No, there's no such thing as a left arm.
It's a double-digit lead for Oneida. 10-point game. Coach King's getting clarification right now as the free throw is good from Jack Cordell to make it a single-digit game again. 9-point lead for Oneida. 9-point lead for Oneida.
Man, you can't say enough. You can't say enough about this Clark Range bunch, though. They are battling.
So, 60-52 on the Twin K scoreboard with 4:02 to play.
Getting balls thrown.
Caden Rector's going to bring it in bounds to Mason Keaton. Keaton gets down court, flicks it off the glass. It rolls off the iron, no good. Rebound. It's going to be Sam Bell battling for it, and a kick called on Clark Range.
We'll
take
that.
Tried to keep Sam from getting to it.
Yeah. Good hustle play there by both teams. Sam Bell.
So with 3:52 to go, Oneida with an 8-point lead in the basketball. Mason Keaton gets it inbounds to Hayden Bronner. Bronner hands it off to Grady Keaton.
What?
But a little delay in the transition caused by the defender creates a travel.
Devlin's over here saying that it was, but he don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, trust me, Devlin, he does. He's traveled many times. He knows what that is. 3:45 to play in an 8-point game.
And he calls that.
And Oneida is going to be called for the foul here. Was that Grady Keaton?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just his first.
Yeah.
And it will put Case Cordell at the line, but it does what Clark Range wants. Stops the clock, gives them a chance at points. And they have been good from the free throw line here tonight.
They have. Always a pretty good free throw shooting team.
8-point game. Case Cordell's free throw is good.
16 of 18 from the charity stripe.
All right, Cordell will have a second free throw.
You know, last year when we played them up here, it was 53-50. A close game here.
So now, Oneida
Hello.
it over. And with a 6-point game, Oneida turning it over. Clark Range wants to climb right back in it. They can make it a one-possession game with a long ball here.
Yeah.
In front court with the basketball, Case Cordell. Now the bounce feed down low. Swallows trying to back in against Bronner. That door's closed. He kicks it back out to Beatty. And Beatty now slipping is Jack Cordell into Swallows. Poked away. Now he turns. He's still looking for help. He hits a cutter on the baseline, but Bronner knocks it away. And did he get a timeout? Yes.
Yes,
Coach
he did.
Jacob King gets a First National Bank timeout. With 3:11 to go, we take the break. Your score. It's Oneida 60, Clark Range 54.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
3 minutes, 11 seconds left to go here in the fourth. It's the Indians up by 6, 60-54.
What a game. What a game. This game ended up 3 points last year, and it's a 6-point ball game here tonight.
So the Twin K scoreboard shows Oneida with a 6-point edge, 3:11 to go. Clark Range, there's been plenty of times when the Buffaloes could say, hey, this isn't going to be our night. But they haven't said that. They just keep chipping
clawing
away.
And scratching back into it.
You can't get a team like this down, it doesn't seem like.
No.
They just keep coming back. So here's Oneida going to try to further push them back. Indians with the ball, the 6-point lead. Mason Keaton with it. Down to Hayden Bronner, down the left baseline. Back out to Keaton. Keaton looks in Grady Keaton. Turn around in the paint. Jumper won't go. On the rebound, Gavin Keaton comes over the back. And there you go, a stopped clock. And we'll have Clark Range shooting a 1-and-1 in a 6-point game.
It's 3 on Gavin.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked to be over the back maybe there, and they got Gav for it. But
so stepping in for a 1-and-1, Brighton Swallows. Swallows gets the ball, eyes the mark for the first. This one's on the way, no good. Rebound, race to the corner. Bronner saves it into Gavin Keaton. Over to Mason Keaton. Oneida on the run now on a 3-on-2 break. Ahead to Grady Keaton. He banks it off the glass. It's back to an 8-point game.
Money.
So Clark Range back the other way. On the wing, backing down in Jack Cordell. Pitches to the corner. 3-pointer up and no good from Beatty. And then we have an over the back here on Clark Range. We do on Brighton Swallows as Hayden Bronner had position, and Swallows is going to be called for the foul. So Bronner is going to go for a 1-and-1.
Bronner,
2:28 to play.
Battling for another rebound. Bronner, I'm telling you.
10 and 6 for the young man right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's just all
quietly 10 and 6.
Yeah.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. That's another big front ender.
He just constantly battles and just think what he'd do, man, if he was on the floor all night.
12 points now for Hayden Bronner.
You knew I couldn't resist.
But he gets tired.
Yeah, he'd be wore out.
Yeah. It's a 10-point game, 64-54. And now Collier Bush with the basketball. Pitches it back to Jack Cordell. So with 2:10 to go, Clark Range not showing any panic though here. Just trying to execute down 10 with 2 minutes to play. Jack Cordell drives the baseline and flicks it up there, no good. Backside rebound is no good, and then a late whistle.
Yeah, he waited like 23 minutes before he called that.
Listen, Gavin Keaton
4 minutes.
had his feet planted in the same spot and his hand in the same spot.
Yeah.
But I think that's not going to be called up at our place, but it just happened here tonight. And so Case Cordell's going to try to make something out of it, front into 1-1. Oh, he's got 2 shots. Sorry.
Yeah.
The first one's no good though, so he'll have another.
Yeah, you got to love this kid's heart though, man. He just battles.
Cordell's second free throw in a 10-point game. Takes a breath, pushes it up with that right hand. Good.
It is.
And now it will be Oneida bringing it the other way in a 9-point game. Mason Keaton attacks the baseline, gives to the trailing Caden Rector.
Get it in there to him.
Rector picks it up.
Too late.
Too late. Going to be Clark Range back the other way with it. Spinning shot from Jack Cordell. No good.
Good job.
A tough rebound, Gavin Keaton, and he draws the foul.
Good job, G.
It's going to be on Case Cordell. No, I'm sorry. Going to be on Brighton Swallows.
Yeah, great job by Gav. He got in there and boxed out.
That's 5 on Swallows. He will exit, and Lane Bird will return.
G gets his hands on it pretty much. It's his.
It's a 1-1 for Gavin Keaton. In a 9-point game, 64-55. 1:37 remaining. Keaton's free throw is no good. Rebound is going to be Beatty into front court. Pitches back to Lane Bird. 1:30 exactly, and here is Beatty driving baseline, flicks it. It's deflected by.
Yeah, that was a foul.
Deflected by Bronner, and then Case Cordell gets it and goes back up and is fouled. He'll have 2 free throws, and Bronner's going to be called for his 4th foul.
4 on him, 4 on Gavin.
Yep.
4 on Zeb. Is that right?
Yep, and 3 on Caden.
3 on Caden. Yeah, what's the foul count?
On the game total, 20-17.
Yep.
So free throw from Case Cordell is good. Second free throw won't go. Rebound Gavin Keaton. 1:20 and ticking. 8-point game. Still a lot of time as Oneida brings it into front court. Mason Keaton fires it over to Grady Keaton. He looks in at Gavin, posting down in the paint against Case Cordell, and then loses the handle on it out of bounds. So it's going to be Clark Range with 1:05, down 8. Another chance to try to cut into this. And into front court here, Case Cordell. Back over to Collier Bush. Now with 56 seconds to go, Jack Cordell drives through and lays it up. It's a 6-point game, and Clark Range wants and receives a timeout. We'll take a break. First National Bank timeout, 52 seconds to play. It's Oneida 64, Clark Range 58.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Dare I say it? 52 seconds left in regulation. The Indians up 64-58.
How dare you?
You getting a stink eye, buddy.
We're already
Seen
in
this
Central
stuff
time.
time.
Yeah, we're already in the Central time.
I was lights out this time last night. 52 seconds to go. 4th quarter. You see the Twin K scoreboard as Oneida up 64-58. It is Caden Rector to bring it in against full court pressure from the Clark Range Buffaloes. You heard Mark talk about the foul trouble Oneida has right now. And Rector trying to bring it in. It's deflected by Clark Range, but Oneida is able to get to it. Jarek Hewling over to Zeb Spradlin. He makes a tough catch down low. They work it around to Hewling. He'll back it out, take some seconds off this clock. And now Keaton's going to be fouled by Jack Cordell.
Yeah, that's who you wanted in Keaton's hands. Mason. Got to make sure you say which one. Well, I'm heck, any of them.
Well, he was your only choice in this case.
Yeah, he was on one in the game. But
So
old Mace is pretty good at in these situations.
So there seems to be some.
They said that was 5 fouls.
4 fouls. No, it's 4 on Case Cordell.
Yeah, I only have 4.
So with 40.9 seconds to go, it is a 6-point game, and it will be Mason Keaton at some point shooting free throws tonight.
Should be the double bonus.
It is 10 fouls on the home team.
No.
And the first one is no good.
It should be a redo since they didn't know what they was talking about.
Yeah, the official told him 1.
Yeah.
But the problem is he smiles quite a bit, and when he smiles, his eyes close. And so he smiles, nodding, smile. Yeah, I mean, it's just so he can't. Second free throw from Keaton is good.
Well, he can't see anyway.
66-58.
Kevin's getting in on it now.
65-58, I'm sorry. 7-point lead. Here's a 3 from Clark Range, no good. Rebound Mason Keaton with 30 seconds. He's fouled.
Woo, that just rimmed out. Man, they had a shot at it there.
Yeah, and Coach King was saying.
Now that's his 5th.
They're still getting a look at a 3. Case Cordell is gone.
What a game he has had.
And, we don't pick players from the other team, right? But
right.
He would get your hustle.
Yeah, absolutely.
We pointed out.
Absolutely.
Good players on both of these teams from Clark Range. Mason Keaton's free throw is good. Pushes it back out to an 8-point game, 66-58 with 29.8 seconds to play. And now a 9-point lead. Clark Range will bring it in. Gets across midcourt. Bounce feed comes over to Jack Cordell with 22 seconds. Cordell's baseline jumper rolls off no good. Rebound Spradlin has it poked away by Mason Keaton. Keaton a little hesitation, and Clark Range is playing hard D, but now it is going to be a foul here on Jalen Butler. Mason Keaton will go to the line. So what's Mason got tonight?
That puts Mason at 15 points on the evening with a chance for 2 more.
We'll have 2 free throws here. Keaton eyes the mark with 12 seconds to go, and it's good. Kevin Akers has been on top of this scoreboard, the Twin K scoreboard, keeping it going tonight. Second free throw good from Mason Keaton. With 10 seconds to go here in Clark Range, Oneida going to get their first win of the season. Down the other way, Collier Bush fires up a 3, no good. Rebound Beatty follows with a 2, no good, and that's the end of this one. The Oneida Indians pull to 1-2 on the season and get the win on the road. Their next game will be 1 week from tonight at home, and it will be a tough one when Campbell County's Cougars come to town. Right now, we take a break after telling you the final in this boys game. It is the Oneida Indians 69 and the Clark Range Buffaloes 58.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made metal monsters. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would have made your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail sleep.
Twin K Enterprises is more than just concrete. We have all sizes of septic tanks available, poured on site at our Oneida plant with quality you expect from Twin K products, and state certified in both Tennessee and Kentucky. We also offer rock and gravel for your next driveway project, landscaping rock, sand, and concrete supplies, and of course, delivery is always available. Make Twin K a part of your next home improvement project. Call 569-6341.
One of the things we do with our loans here, if you come to me with a loan request, I'm going to start that process with you, make sure you know the information that I need on hand and be able to make a decision here and give them the information so that they can help make the decision on what they want to do with their loan. what they want to do with their financial future, and we help facilitate that. You know, we decide here what we do to help grow our community. My name is Mike Baird. I'm a loan officer with United Cumberland Bank here at the Oneida office.
Forget the bucket. Stop buying those expensive car care products. For a supreme clean, visit T&T Car Wash in Oneida. T&T Car Wash features the latest in touch-free car wash technology. T&T's touchless automatic wash bays are tough on road grime, but gentle on your car's finish. These feature-packed automatics give you complete control of the wash, including a wheel brush option. Want to wash it yourself? T&T also has traditional wash bays. And don't forget the interior, both vacuum and shampoo stations available. For a dynamite clean, T&T Car Wash, Oneida.
Welcome back to Clark Range as the Indians get the victory tonight, 69-58. See how I fixed that right after the last second over the Clark Range Buffaloes here on the Danny King post-game show. And with our final game statistics, Bo Kidd.
Let's take a look at Clark Range. 17 of 48 from the floor. They went from shooting over 52% in the first half to finishing the game at 35% from the floor.
A little colder in the second half.
A little colder in the second half. 5 of 22 from three for just 22%. And then free throws, 19 of 24, though, on free throws on the night, just under 80%. So pretty impressive there. Clark Range was led on the night by Jack Cordell. Young man had 19 points, 2 rebounds on the night. Following him was Case Cordell with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 11 points and 6 rebounds off the bench for Lane Bird. And then you follow that up with 7 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist for Chris Beatty. 7 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist for Brighton Swallows. 2 points and 2 rebounds, an assist, a block, and a steal for Collier Bush. For the Indians, 27 of 58 from the floor on the night, 46% from the field. 4 of 12 from 3 for 33%. Just 11 of 19, though, from the charity stripe, 58% on the night from the free throw line. But they were led on the night by Grady Keaton. Young man had 18 points, 3 rebounds on the night. Mason Keaton, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal tonight. Next on there, though, Hayden Bronner coming off the bench, 5 of 6 from the floor. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals on the evening. 7 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal for Gavin Keaton. 6 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and a steal for Zeb Spradlin. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists for Caden Rector along with 2 steals, and then 4 points, 5 rebounds, and a block for Mr. Sam Bell. The Indians forced 13 turnovers by Clark Range tonight. Oneida did turn the ball over 14 times in the contest, but come away with the 11-point win tonight in Clark Range.
Thank you, Bo, for that wrap-up on the Danny King Lumber post-game report. When we return, Mark's going to have the First National Bank Player of the Game and also the Trophy Masters Hustle Award. And then Bo will be catching us up on the Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard right after this.
Bill Armstrong with the Big South Fork Air Park. 15 years now we've been in Scott County, and a customer of First National Bank 15 years. It's important to us to use a community bank. First National Bank has always been our bank. They're large enough to service any needs you have. But there's a sense of community here. It's nice doing business with people that you know. They know your name. So that's why we use First National Bank.
When your job requires concrete, call Twin K Enterprises. We take pride in both residential and commercial projects. Our concrete is state certified and lab tested with proven high strength mix results. We have certified facility operators and mix design technicians to be sure our customers get the best mix the first time, every time. Twin K has 6 concrete plants to serve the entire Highway 27 corridor from Georgia to Kentucky. Twin K, call 569-6341.
My name is Wayne King. I'm owner-operator of Baby J's Pizza. We've been in business since 2017, and we think we have the best pizza in town. We have our regular hand-tossed pizzas. We have thin crust. We have thin crust cauliflower. We also offer vegan. We also offer dairy-free, gluten-free. We have low-carb, no-carb. We have a wide variety because we want to serve the best customer base possible and give everybody the opportunity to experience a good pizza.
Keith Markham from Markham's Furniture and Appliances.
I'd like to invite you to come shop with us at Markham's Furniture and Appliance. Been in business since 1949, locally owned, family owned. We offer the largest selection of furniture and appliances in Scott County. We offer the same-day delivery. Financing is available with a finance company. If you don't see what you like, we're always glad to special order it. Appliances we can normally have within a week. Furniture normally would take about 4 to 5 weeks if we special order it. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Danny King Lumber post-game show here for the boys. Mark, Trophy Masters is sponsoring the Hustle Award for tonight. It could be either a girl or a boy. Who was their Hustle Award winner for tonight?
Trophy Masters Hustle Award for the game or for the night is Hayden Bronner. He had 12 points, 6 boards, 2 steals. Made such a difference out there with his defense. And just how he got after the ball, and really proud of him tonight. And so there was it was tough, Bo. It was tough on that one.
No
Zeb
question.
Spradlin, he was right in the mix there to the very end too. So that was a couple, but it was Hayden Bronner, Trophy Masters Hustle Award.
Okay, we see Jacob King coming over real quick. Recap the girls' player of the game for First National Bank and also the First National Bank player of the game for the boys.
Analia Terry was the player of the game for the girls, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. And
No. Was it? I thought you said it was Rayleigh Bush. Analia, that's right. You said
it's Analia Terry.
Analia Terry.
You just sit over there and be quiet.
Well, you all debated so much.
and be hush. And the First National Bank player of the game for the boys is Mason Keaton. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and that was tough. There's probably going to be a fist fight tonight in the Keaton household between Grady and Mason over who got this, but I would say that because Grady's got some, he had 18 points. He led in scoring tonight. So Mason had a fantastic game tonight, guys. Here with us is our head basketball coach, Jacob King. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here, guys.
Yeah, we're glad to have you here on the Danny King Lumber post game.
You're kidding, right?
And by
no, ain't kidding.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Great people, great prices from 569-1430. And by the contract, I can't ask any tough ones.
Okay.
That doesn't include me, though.
Okay. That doesn't do anything with Mark.
Okay.
So tonight, I'll tell you what. First thing I want to say is just a shout out to this Clark Range team.
Yes.
So many times you all could have pulled away, and they could have said, "Oh, well, and they never quit and never kept coming at you.
Oh, and give them credit, but we done some dumb things when we got up 9 or 10. You know what I mean? I want to tell you something. The third quarter, where Caden hit red 2 or 3 times and got up by 8 or 10, that won us the game. And getting Mason 3 or 4 minute rest going in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Every kid done something good. Every kid done something bad. We got a lot of work to do. This is the first single A team we've played since June. Okay, we've played a lot of double, triple. We let one get away from us against a 4A school from Davy Crockett Saturday, but our guys fought. This is a tough place to play. I told my guys, I said, this is my 6th trip over here, and I think this might be the biggest win point-wise we've ever had in the 6 years.
53-50 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a battle last year. We knew that coming in, I think.
This is a tough place to play. It's their home opener. But I want to tell you something. Mason Keaton played well. Grady Keaton played well, but, boys, he left a lot of points around 2 or 3 foot. I mean, that middle was wide open. Maybe I'm going to have to look at somebody else, but and he can make that shot in practice. I put Mason there. He missed it too. Tried to put Zeb there. He turned it over. We got to get better at things, and we will. But we need a couple of days off. We're going to go tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'm going to give them Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. We've went since November 1st. The only days we've had off Sunday. We've played 3 straight Saturdays, 2 games apiece since November. I mean, we've had How many days of that? We've had 2 days off. You understand what I'm saying?
Played 2 on Saturday, Coach.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Zeb, I thought we'd done a great job rebounding. I think all of our posts together combined for 26, 27 rebounds. We rebounded them from what we had, 30-something to 20. We cut our turnovers down to 15. Nobody had more than 3. I'd like to have it 10 and under. But I thought Big Red played big minutes. I thought Zeb played big minutes. I thought Caden Rector played about as good as 4 games he's played in high school. He didn't force nothing. He made the right passes, made a big 3 in the first half.
He did.
He got to shoot the ball more. The thing with Caden Rector is that you can see in practice he's wanting to shoot it. He's shooting it with confidence. I'd like to get Landon back. People don't realize how bad that hurts us. Landon is a dog on defense, okay?
Yes, sir.
And when he gets going, guess what? Them other 15 get going too. But I'm glad we got a win. I wanted it to be more than that, and I thought it was going to be, but they kept battling and give them credit, man. They've gotten better.
When's Landon come back?
I do not know. I talked to Scott about that. He's got to go back to the doctor, I hope, next week. It's something that I don't want to rush. I want him to get 100% because I don't want to battle it all year. Like I told my guys Saturday, we're playing for January and February. Yes, I want to win every game we play. But I'm going to tell you something. You guys have been with me for the past 6 years. It's probably the toughest schedule we've ever had.
Week from tonight, you got
County.
Campbell County at home a week from tonight, and they're rolling.
Yes.
They've played very well here.
Yeah, they got a transfer in from Spain. He looks like he's 35 years old. I've seen him. He's a big old dude. But you know what about our home floor? It'll be home opener. Everybody come out and watch us. I just think we need some rest, get our legs back under us. I thought we didn't shoot the free throws well. I think over the weekend we may have missed 4 in total 2 games, and I just think our legs were gone a little bit. But we found a way to win, and on the road, no matter where you go, especially in an environment like this is, to me, one of the best environments in Tennessee, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It is. And in our home opener or Friday night, they shut the town down, everybody comes here. But I don't know who their leading scorer was, but next time we'll know who that is, and we'll try to shoot.
Cordell. Case Cordell, I believe.
Yep.
Jack Cordell, one of those 2. It was Jack Cordell, 19. He had 19.
But the thing about it is, guys, we're up, what was it, about 5 at halftime? Is that what it was? They were 2 of 10 from the three-point line, but we let them shoot 10. They shot 11 free throws and went 10 of 11. We can't foul, and we're making silly fouls 90 feet, which I know we're trying to play defense and get aggressive, but we turned them over quite a bit. And we just didn't execute the finish, and when we had them down, we didn't put the foot down.
All right. But it's a good win.
It is a win.
A win.
It's a win.
Is
A win's a win. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Coach. Congratulations on it. We will see you down the road. The 9th may be the next time we see you, which I think is Cofield. Not sure.
Is it him?
I'm
it's
doing
him.
a little
It's all him.
Is it him or Ben?
I mean, I'm going to be there.
It's me.
You ain't going to be there.
I'll be there.
Oh,
Every game, I'll be there. That's how I roll.
Bring it in.
Hey, before I leave, I want to thank my Lord and Savior for saving my soul. Thank Him for giving me this opportunity to coach these young men. It's been a tough start to the season, but tonight was fun. Tell my children back home that I love them. Daddy will see you tomorrow. We'll talk to you later, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey,
Happy Thanksgiving,
you all too.
All right. Bo, one last check of the Helenwood Foods out-of-town scoreboard. We will remind you, Helenwood Foods has half-liter Pepsi products, 3 for $10 this week.
That's crazy.
Well,
that's insane.
Real quick, how much is that a piece? Can you tell
That's 3 for $10, $3.33 a piece.
There you go.
Leaving a penny on the table. What you got, Bo?
Our only other game score that we have currently right now is on the boys' side. Scott High gets the 31-point win over Wartburg tonight, 77-46.
Awesome.
Wow. All right. Congratulations, Rusty Yaden.
Yes, sir.
And the Wartburg Bulldogs. All right. So for all those involved in the broadcast, Bo Kidd, Mark Matthews, Kevin Akers, Lucas Laxton, and Ben Garrett and Greg Bond, we thank you for joining us tonight. Our opening broadcast. We will be back December the 9th. Maybe we'll be back earlier. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We want to thank all of our sponsors along the way and tell you once again, the Lady Indians fall to 2-1 with the loss here tonight. The Indians move to 1-2 on the season with their win here this evening. We thank you for joining us. You've been watching Oneida Basketball on the IH Sports Network.